Bananas.
Star
Penis.
Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star.
You're an all-star. Game.
No, don't. No.
We're not doing that again?
That's a once in a lifetime.
Wait. Was that actually in the recording? Because I didn't get to that point yet.
Well, hello there, folks. Welcome to week 2.
What?
Week 2.
Oh,
Marshall,
God,
you've
Mark-
left the D20.
I know. I'm trying a new strategy with.
No, stop trying strategies. Just start the session. Have us roll force.
I've got 2 webcams plugged.
It's working!
It worked.
I still don't see it.
Well, just give it some time.
Putty, go to the Roll20 settings and scroll down to video and voice. I want to receive from others. Because I had it disabled.
Oh shit!
I have it there.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I still don't see it.
Are you serious? That's really.
Yeah.
Say reconnect.
Okay. Well, I just refreshed, but you know.
Same difference.
Did it work?
No. Huh, that's weird.
This is. Oh yes, perfect setup. Okay. Who can see it?
Nope.
Are you kidding? Oh,
Am I
man.
the only one who could see it?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys suck.
This is really sad.
It looks great on my screen, Marshall.
Thank you. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Marshall.
I'll try and get
Okay.
it sorted, but just start the session.
Okay, yeah. So, in the beginning of time, there was Star Wars. So would anyone like to recap for us what happened last session?
I was a lot more useful than I thought I would ever be.
I think that sums it up.
My knowledge of computers came in very handy.
Okay,
Okay.
so we were attacked by pirates, except they weren't pirates. And we killed one of them, another one ran away. And then there was a Jedi that we saved with medical treatment. And 2 other people
That we also
saved
put
with
in that
medical
situation.
treatment. We didn't really put them in that position. And then we were advised to retreat, but we were like, nah, fuck that, because we true Jedis. And we saved the place. And now we're on our way to Ilum.
Yep, that's about it.
I could not have...
Cedric leaned on a wall.
Yeah, I also leaned on a wall and shot down 2 of the
He
ships.
was the guy. No, you only shot down one of them. The other one ran away.
Oh, one of them and one of them ran away.
And if that isn't the greatest contribution I've ever heard to a Star Wars session, leaning on
I leaned on a wall and shot down 2 ships.
there,
One ship.
there are
It-
structural engineers clapping for you right now, good sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure did make sure that wall was structurally sound.
So, you have just left the 3rd chapter, and you are now on board the Horizon-class freighter. There is a quiet moment aboard the freighter as you careen towards the infinite fields of ice, when it seems you may have time to catch your breath.
Yeah, got it.
You look out the port and starboard windows. I've never given people time to take their breath. It worked well. I liked it. You look out the port and starboard windows, and you see an empty expanse of black star fields, and you don't appear to see any other ships like the kind that attacked yours. You seem to have scared them off for now. Your ship continues on its course to Ilum as Lee Swan Wee directs. Actually, I think Lee Swan Wee is helping piloting. Who's the other? Which player is helping pilot?
I'm the co-pilot.
Okay, so Lee Swan Wee directs you to the hangar, basically to where you'll land to get to Ilum. I'm getting a lot of messages.
This is
Oh,
why you
it's
should
Star
mute
Wars.
it.
Yeah, I really should. How do you mute it?
It's up the top right. There's a bell next to the pins.
Perfect. I'll mute it during the session. That's a good idea. Okay. So, you continue to be lowered down into Ilum as you enter its atmosphere and careen through the sort of ice canyons and ice fields, and eventually you come to what appears to be an enormous glacier, and you land just outside of it on the low part of the ice.
You said enormous. Could you describe the glacier a little more?
Sure. It
Is it like a beautiful sight? Is it awe-striking? Is what I'm really asking.
Well, it's hard to see because you're in the ship. Do you want to get out of the ship?
Have I ever been here? Probably not, right?
Well, it's like 0% chance you've been here. It's in the middle of the unknown regions. It's an uninhabitable planet. The only people who come here.
In that case, I'd like to ask Lisonwe whether it's safe to go outside right now.
She says yes. This is your home.
I look around very confused.
I do not mean that it is your literal home. Oh. It is a home to all Jedi in a way.
I open the door to go outside.
It is the most spiritual and sacred place to our order. Welcome to Ilum. And yeah, so you guys can go outside.
I guess I'm going outside.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yep, I dropped down from the second level.
As soon as you leave the mechanical interior of the ship, you begin to feel first cold because it's very cold, and there's a bit of snow. Thankfully, it's not a blizzard right now. However, you also feel a type of warmth you can't describe. There's a subtle glow coming from the inside this planet, like none you've ever felt. You believe Lee Sanwee when she said that this is a place for you, that this place welcomes you, because you've never felt so welcomed by a thing before, by a planet. Most of the planets you just get on and it feels normal, but this feels warm and welcoming.
Marshall, should we roll Destiny?
Oh shit! Yes. Yeah, we set up the Destiny thing, and I forgot. Okay, now roll Destiny. Let's do that.
How do you do that again?
So you're gonna go into your dice, and
just one force.
Yeah, one force die, which is a white die.
2 light, 1 dark.
And
2 light and 2 dark. All right.
Okay.
Oh, I can see the video.
Oh.
But you're all really quiet now for some reason.
Oh, well, that's not good.
I've got it.
Are we gonna be quiet forever?
I fixed it.
Yeah.
What keyboard is that?
This is it's a GX11.
Ah.
I
If I remember right, you still use membrane keys, don't you?
I do on this one. I have a mechanical keyboard, but
What switches is your mechanical keyboard?
What?
What switches do you have on your mechanical keyboard?
Blues.
Ooh, I like blues.
I like them all for the most part, but yeah, I like blues. The reason I use this one is I found that my mechanical keyboard is so loud that it annoyed people.
Well, because you got blues, silly. Those are the loudest ones.
Well, I feel like if you're gonna get a mechanical keyboard, you should just fucking go for it. But but you're right. I probably should get. What are they? Reds or browns?
Browns is the middle ground. So if you like blues, but you want it quieter, browns is a good one. And then reds are like, there's no click in reds at all.
I hate them.
I don't like reds.
I hate them, and I hate you.
Well.
Okay. Anyway.
So mean.
It is. It is mean.
Are there any buildings around us?
Are there any buildings around you? That's a good question. There are. So I'll describe what you see. After leaving the ship, Jedi Swanwee leads your group towards a monolithic glacier. Wind sweeps over the top of it, and to either horizon the glacier spans for miles. You don't see any buildings. Lee Swanwee stops and turns around at the foot of the glacier and speaks. You have done well to get here. You have already passed tests not put to most Padawans in coming to the temple, though perhaps given your unusual age, this is appropriate. We have lost many friends and allies. As I look around, I fear that the other shuttles must have been shot down before they landed here. Wait, just kidding? I forgot, you guys saved the day. Everyone's fine. Everyone's fine above the 30. That's a dirty Jedi lie.
These are not the dead people you are looking for.
I'm reading the pre-designed text, which does not allocate for everyone living.
Is your AI advanced?
Yeah. Okay.
We broke.
we sequence braked. We're speedrunning.
Yeah.
I mean, it is Summer Games done quick season.
Still, today you take a great step in your journey towards becoming Jedi Knights. Before we can enter this sacred temple, however, we must open it.
Open the temple.
No. Lee turns towards the glacier and says, "This place can only be opened through the Force. Now, Padawans, extend your hands and feel the energies in the ice. Feel the frozen mechanisms and push them down and away. With this, you all do as she says and begin feeling around for a way to move the ice before you. After some time, you feel the mechanisms she spoke of as if the ice itself forms a complex contraption, a door of sorts. You feel the aid of your companions and begin to shake and grind the sheets of ice downwards until they are all but disappear into the ground. Navy blue stonework carved with ancient geometric patterns stands just beyond where the ice stood, and at its base lay a dark entryway into the temple. Jedi Swanwee then steps forward, disappearing into the shadows of the temple."
I follow her.
As do I.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll follow her as well.
Why not? You know,
Why not?
everyone else is gone, and why not me?
Okay. I'm going to spend a destiny point to have Charles dragged into the ice by a monster. No, just kidding.
I'm going to spend a destiny point to make that monster a Wookiee that's very kind and wants to just give him a shelter.
Yeah, he's like, come with me! Come with me!
He has snow cones.
He's a nice Wookiee, but he fears the Jedi. So whenever he sees someone entering the temple, he's like, "I'll save you!" And he takes hope.
He has a nice cave overlooking a big town. That town also happens to have a door to, I don't know, a monster world.
Okay, Jesus. I just realized what the reference is.
Cool.
Okay.
Boo.
Okay. So anyway.
Are your destiny points in the bowl or out the bowl?
So your destiny points are out of the bowl. I put your destiny points closer to the camera.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to see what's in the bowl, but just know that there's things inside. By the way, this, boys and girls, is a D30.
Ooh.
I do not approve.
You don't approve?
It's a monstrosity.
It's so amazing.
20
It's
should
like the size-
20 is the highest they should go.
It's like a golf ball. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna ask for Christmas for a D60.
That's for a D100.
The biggest they make is a D120. That's the biggest they've ever made. It's the biggest.
I've seen the D100s and they look monstrosity. I can't even think of a D120.
It's like they could stuff more numbers on one, but it wouldn't be. They couldn't do it mathematically to make it fair. Like one, if they made it any bigger, one number would come up more than the others. Although on a die that has more than 100 faces, I feel like mathematical precision isn't really what it is. Okay, so upon entering the temple atrium, you see dark navy blue stone wrap around the walls of the room with manifold columns about, standing to the ceiling, which is at least 100 feet high, separated by 10 or so balconies. The ceiling itself is a stone dome encircled by huge octagonal tablets, and at the very top hangs an intricate crystal attached with metal beams and levers. At the end, opposite the entryway, stands another wall of ice. filling up a doorway to the ceiling, steps running up to it, and a small blue crystal mounted on top of it. Flanking the entryway that you came through stand 2 enormous stone statues of ancient Jedi. One, ready for battle, its lightsaber drawn. The other, its hand extended, as if to stop someone from moving forward. And on the center of the room sits a natural altar built out of rocks and ice, surrounded by 4 pillars of stone. On top of this altar stands a little man.
Man?
You see a dull red Zabrak male sitting there. You notice he has that 3 of his horns have been cleanly cut in a line, and his body seems withered and frail with age. His face looks somber.
I call out. Oh, can I call out? Or yeah, I call out. Greetings, kin.
He says, it is good to see another Zabrak moving through the order. But we are all kin here. We are all Jedi. And he says,
Indeed so.
He looks at the other ones of you and says, so, are you all prepared for what you are about to face? Wait, I just got a text from Chris.
Oh, God!
Never mind, it's an update on my uncle who's in the hospital. Okay, anyway.
What the fuck, Chris?
Something not important.
We don't care about your uncle.
Wait, was this from Chris?
No.
Okay.
No. That'd be weird. Chris sent me a text.
Chris, I'm so mad at you for visiting my uncle in the hospital instead of coming to the session.
Chris sends me a text saying your parents have both gotten in a car accident. I'm like, shut up and get to the session.
World War III has started. I say yes, Master. I am prepared.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I think I am prepared.
God damn it.
How will we ever know until we actually attempt it?
There is wisdom in your words. He raises his hand to the ceiling and begins using the Force to manipulate the large contraption hanging above you. The crystal moves around, and then he opens one of the octagonal tablets as if it were 2 panels. Coming out from the opening is a beam of sunlight, bright, warm, and welcoming from the outside. It hits the crystal, and the crystal magnifies it, moving through several lenses until the light beam that it magnifies falls upon the blue gem, which rose above the large, icy doorway before you. As soon as the light beam hits the gem, you hear the ice wall begin to crack and sizzle, and eventually you see it melt, as if by a sort of superheating. All of the ice pours out of the doorway, water flowing down the staircase and around the room, some of it sloshing on your feet.
I look in bemusement at the process that has just occurred.
I step back from the water.
Okay. He says it eventually drains out. There's drainage ports around the room.
Well, then I dry my shoes.
Okay. So he basically says inside you will go and find your Jedi crystals. The crystals, you will know if they are yours. There's only one crystal in that entire cave that is meant for you, and you alone. Take no other crystal, only the one you know is meant for you. You will know it when you see it. You will feel it. You will feel its force, reaching out to you. He also says, and remember, there's another important thing to keep in mind. This is a trial. And that sunbeam, which melted this ice, is slowly coming out of alignment. The ice door will begin to freeze over the course of the next hour. In 1 hour, it will be frozen over completely, and you'll be stuck in there for a rotation.
How long is the rotation?
On this planet, approximately 17 Earth days. Or, sorry, Coruscant days. What's Earth? Ah!
Do you have any food I can take with me in there?
He said, why would you need food?
You know,
You'll
just
only be in there for an hour.
you know,
I like snacking.
a single tear runs down my face. I like shake his hand. I say, "Thank you for the confidence. Let's go, guys."
Can I use a destiny die to
To do
find,
what?
find my
Oh, to wait, what? No.
Can I use a...
Oh, definitely not. That would ruin this whole. This is an experience. I thought you were going to say, "Can I use a destiny die to say that I brought food with us for all of us?" You could do that.
Don't do that.
But I won't let you use a destiny die to find. Oh, it's in my pocket.
It's like the Philosopher's Stone. It was in there the entire time.
I never understood that story. How does it appear in his pocket?
I'm rereading it this month, so I'll tell you
Did
later.
his parents put it in?
I'm rereading it later this month. I'll tell you that.
Okay. I might start listening to it on audio tape when I run again. Anyway,
That's what I mean. Actually, I'm listening to it.
yeah, listening to books is great because it's like
Yep.
you can play video games and just fuck around while you're doing it.
Plus, like the Philosopher's Stone is 8 hours. It's crazy short. I
Yeah.
couldn't read it in that time.
No.
Yeah, you can save a lot of time. Anyway, so you guys, so you guys begin to walk in. As you do, Li Xuanhui says, also, you must remember, you will face certain trials in there. You must remember to trust in yourselves and trust in the Force.
Yeah, so as soon as I get in there, I don't have a power for this, but as soon as I get in there, I'd like to close my eyes and see if I can feel anything coming from the Force.
Okay, so how deep do you want to go in to do this?
Not particularly. Like, I'll maybe take a minute just to close my eyes and try and get in touch with the Force and see if I can.
Before you go in.
No, just as we've entered. I try to and feel if there's anything out there that I can feel.
Does everyone else do this, or do you just stare at him while he does this?
I guess I'll do it.
Or stare at her?
I'm gonna lean on one of the walls and just stare at them doing it.
There he goes, leaning on walls again.
Can I use a destiny dice to have the wall crack? I'm kidding.
That would be pretty funny if the entire cave collapsed because he leaned on a wall.
One day it's gonna happen.
It's inevitable, really.
So can we feel anything?
Should we roll maybe? Force maybe?
That's a good question. So can you feel anything? It's a question for the ages, isn't it?
Your bullshit when you don't know what the fuck we're doing is always top notch.
So you feel you feel out into the room, into the empty cave, and you feel that the glow that you felt, the warm glow of the planet, is stronger in this cave. You feel as if it is perhaps even coming from inside the cave, from deeper inside.
I follow the glow.
Okay,
Stay with him.
That's the
Kind of what we're supposed to do.
the glow is into the mouth of a giant beast. Just kidding. 1 second. I'm just playing a song to set the mood.
I walk into the mouth of the giant beast.
Oh shit! Didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, it did. It just took a long time to load. I don't know what is going on. Play song link. Is that the whole link?
Is that the whole link?
You bet your grandma that's the. I'm starting to. Actually, I think that.
Did we crush the jukebox?
I think I maybe played a song that is too long for the jukebox.
Nothing is too long for the jukebox.
Well, clearly it is.
I think 2 hours might be the extent of this. Okay, so anyway, while I'm trying to figure that out, you guys walk in. The light which leaked into the main chamber from the outside fades to a whimper inside the cold hallway as you step into the caves. At first, they don't seem much like caves. As more of the
Does my datapad have like a phone-like flashlight on it? Can I just turn the flashlight button on?
It does not.
Oh shit! I need to do it. Can I look for an app to get a flashlight on my datapad?
No, there's no flashlight app.
Turn your screen on 100.
Wait, so there's no like camera on this datapad?
Oh no.
Okay.
No
Turn the screen brightness.
Is there a camera on our HoloLinks or on our comlinks?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Does anybody have an iPhone?
I have a blaster.
At first they don't seem much like caves, as more of the same dark blue stone lines the walls and ceiling, with many an ancient epitaphs on the walls depicting battles long since fought and Jedi long since dead. There appear to be inscriptions on the walls, though. Much has been worn away by time, leaving only bits and pieces of old legends and some instructions on various techniques. At the end of this chamber lies a natural cave birth. What do you do?
Am I able to read the words inscribed on the wall?
Yeah, you can. You can. They're written in common. They're written not in common. They're written in Galactic Basic. So basically the epitaphs and inscriptions. The way this is, the epitaph on one side depicts the exploits of the Great Hyperspace War, fought long ago between the Sith and the Jedi. It tells of a Sith invasion of Coruscant, orchestrated by Darth Lord Naga Sadow, and how he conjured illusions to make it seem as though Coruscant was overrun by enemies 1,000-fold their actual strength. Eventually, this illusion fell, and the Republic soldiers, led by a Jedi Master by the name of Mehmet Nadal, repelled the Sith from the system for good. I am going to... I'm showing something to the players. I actually made a new character portrait folder in the journal, and I just shared the picture for Mehmet Nadal.
Wow.
That is what you see on the wall, although maybe not as colorful since it's an old sort of inscription.
Awesome.
Yep.
The second epitaph depicts another Jedi by the name of Odan also being shared, who, after seeing the horrors that the war wrought on the galaxy and on his beloved order, wrote the following code. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. This, of course, you all recognize to be the Jedi code which you studied at Coruscant. The way that Jedi are supposed to live. There are further inscriptions which seem to discuss some Force powers and various techniques laid down by Odan though much of it is missing or damaged. You can fill in some of the knowledge if you make a hard knowledge lore difficulty check. And if you succeed, you might get a minor benefit. So, it's more than
check
minor.
my knowledge.
I'll roll it.
Oh, wait. Wait, no, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, roll it. It's 3 difficulty die.
Yeah, I'll roll it as well.
Difficulty of purple, right?
That's will I.
Yeah, difficulty or purple.
I succeeded, but with a fuck ton of threat.
Your mind melts.
I failed, but with advantage.
Give it to me.
Oh, that's fucking weird. Putty's command came and interrupted Ben's stream of information.
I know. It's very
Okay.
weird.
So
Why all the threat, guys?
let me read. Okay, so
Advantage cannot fix this.
So in your case, Putty, you end up learning this knowledge you've gained grants 10 XP, which may only be spent on force powers. So you can write that down somewhere. That specifically you have. It's not. What the hell just happened?
Jukebox.
Oh my god! I think
It's back.
Is it jukebox?
Wait, did you just say I gained 10 XP that can only be used on force powers?
Jukebox. Yeah. So
Cool.
So this isn't regular XP. This isn't. This is a mechanic I made up. So there's nowhere in your character sheet to write this down. So you'll have to write it down in like notes or something. But just write down that. Oh, jukebox is playing. Oh my god! It loaded it. It loaded it. It just took a long time. Okay. Nice.
All right, I know. Can I just spend it immediately so I don't have to keep track of it?
If you know what you want to spend it on,
Yeah.
then feel free to.
I want to spend it on influence control. I'm gonna start filling that in. It's 10 XP.
Box. Is this supposed to be when we're entering the?
So wait,
or-
sorry, I'm a little out of it today for some reason. Did you already tell me what I had learned from that role, and also what did the threat do?
The thing you learned was what I did. You learned whatever you spent the XP on, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
You know that's sort of to supplement it. So what did you spend it on?
Influence control, so I can
So you
force
learned a
people to take
special
positions.
influence power that he mastered, and laid it down to you.
Laid it down.
Yeah, laid it down. As far as the failures in the also doing this, however, was very strenuous on you, and you take 4 strain.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Ah, it's not too bad. I have quite a high strain threshold, I think.
Yeah.
Turns out it's 3.
And just a reminder that the way it works in this, more means bad. It's not like HP in a regular game where less is bad. It's in this, it's you want to stay under your threshold. Anyway, as far as the failures, you guys failed. Ben, you gained no knowledge. How would you like to use that advantage? It's up to you. You can't use it to get XP, but can you think of anything?
No, I can't actually.
Okay, I'll make a suggestion. Maybe you use it so that you're able to, the next time you try a lightsaber or force power technique, I will give you a boost die. So write that down on your character somewhere. Write down in notes that only the next time. This isn't like a permanent thing. The very next time you do a force power or lightsaber technique, you get a boost die. You gain just enough knowledge to help you, but it's not really enough to really sink in. Charles, you failed and it was stressful. You take strain. 1 strain.
Yeah, that not that much to me. So
the cave. So do you guys continue?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The cave leads to a large chamber with 6 different paths. So they're sort of all split up evenly. There's one on the left, then one next to that, then one next to that, and there's 6 of them.
I would like to focus my force energy to see if I can feel the glow in any certain path.
To you, it all feels. Your senses are not attuned strongly enough. The glow feels like it's coming. It could be coming from any of them. Do you have the Seek force power?
I don't believe so.
Then yeah, your senses aren't attuned strongly enough.
Thinking of using a destiny die, but we only have 2, and I don't want to.
We should start
I
using
won't
it.
let you use one to find it. This is something you just have to go through. There's also something you need to keep in mind if you go down these paths. Basically, every consecutive one you go down will drain a little bit of the time you have in the cave. Okay? So it's up to you whether you want to split up or stay as a group.
We're staying as a group.
Okay?
I mean, I say this out loud to I look around, maybe sense that there's a decision looming on their heads, and I say in character, we're staying as a group.
Sure, why the hell not?
I agree.
As long as I get to bash things.
How many paths do you say there was, Marshall?
There's 6.
Is there anything distinguishing them, or are they all identical from where we're standing?
From where you're standing, they're all identical. It's like it's like one of those big water slides with 6 different tubes, and you just pick one to go down.
When Ben tried to reach into the Force and kind of feel something, do you have him roll, or can we just not sense anything at the moment?
Without the Seek Force power, you can't. You're not attuned enough to use it to get any really useful information.
All right.
Well,
Can I use Can I use vigilance to see if I can have a look? It could get maybe a little closer to all the paths, not go in them, but maybe stand at the entrance, maybe have a quick look and see if, can I use vigilance to maybe see if there's anything distinguishing them if I get a little closer?
Yes, but that would be a perception roll.
I can, yep, okay, let me just have a look at perception, see if I still want to do it. I'll still do a perception roll.
Vigilance, just to give you a quick tutorial on it, vigilance is like passive perception. It's what you notice when you're not paying attention. And perception is what you notice when you're paying attention.
Okay.
Could I also roll perception?
Sure,
See if
yeah.
I see it? All right.
Well,
Do you want to just help me? Do you want to just help me instead?
Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, in fact, let's have...
We need to stop getting into the habit of all making multiple rolls on the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
I was fine with it on the last one, but with most of the time, you don't want multiple rolls. So
Okay, yeah, so I help Putty. I have,
What's your cunning?
I have 3 cunning, and I have 1 rank in
Well,
perception.
I only have 1 rank too, so but I have 2 cunning, so it's going to be 3 cunning and 1 rank, I assume, with no boost die this time, or is there going to be a boost die?
no boost, because he's giving you a higher cunning.
Okay, so what's the difficulty?
The difficulty will be, what are you trying to do again?
I'm getting a little closer, and I'm trying to look to see if I get closer and I look inside these paths, if I can see anything that distinguishes them.
Okay. And may I ask, are you just doing this on every path consecutively?
Yes.
Okay. Roll, it'll be a difficulty of, average difficulty, 2 difficulty die. And it will be 2 setback because of how dark it is in here.
Okay, I'm going to flip a Destiny die then to upgrade one of these to a proficiency, if that's alright with everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, this one's going in the dark bowl.
Dun dun dun.
And 2 setback? That black, right?
Yeah, 2 black.
And that would be B on the rerolls?
Yeah. No.
No?
No, because B would be blue. It's BLK.
Or
you could just say S.
Or K or FB or F, yeah.
You could say
So,
S. Yeah.
so 2Y, 1G, 2P, and 2S will work.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say yes.
Okay.
Hey!
Advantage!
I failed, technically.
Failed, but with advantage.
Yeah, you needed some more success there from your proficiency die. So...
Wait, no, advantage counts as success, doesn't it? It just got cancelled out by everything.
What did you say?
Oh, no, it doesn't. No, you're right. You're right.
No, it does not. So you look down each of the paths, and you do not notice any great details distinguishing them. You only notice one detail. I'll give you one detail from that advantage. Let me. I think the thing you would notice would be. You notice that one of the paths. Let me figure out which one. Path number. Okay, path number 6, the one on the far right, you notice that it descends quite rapidly.
When you said at the very start, you said that we could feel it deep in the cave, right? Is that what the words you used?
Deep, but that just sort of means, in the cave. Don't overthink my words.
No, I'm overthinking it. Guys, it's going down. I don't know whether we should avoid this one like the plague or follow it. What do you think? It descends rapidly.
I think we should try another path.
Well, there's only one way to find out if it's good or bad.
Wait,
to
can
throw
we
a
get
rock down it and see if the rock screams when it hits the bottom. Oh, sorry, no, that's a hamster.
Oh God!
I summon a hamster.
Force power
Someone
hamster summon.
Someone flips a destiny die to have a hamster with them this whole time, and then they're like, "Oh, I have a hamster. This is Bobo, my pet." And you just throw it down.
No.
Let's go down path number 4, guys.
I mean, Cedric seemed to think we should go down 6, and I'm inclined to agree.
I need to figure out what.
Go on, Ben.
I always agree with Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric's just gonna lean on a wall.
All right, let's go down path number 6.
Path number 6.
And I
all fall to our
jumped
death.
down the path immediately as Shao says that. I just jumped straight down.
Well, it's not like a slide. It doesn't
Yeah,
descend
but
very-
Can I flip a destiny dice to
straight
make it
down.
a slide? I'm kidding.
I feel like it'll be pretty hard to get back up then. If it's an ice slide. It's like, well, does anyone have any climbing equipment? No? I guess we're gonna die down here.
It's another destiny. I have climbing.
Well, no, because you already
No.
used your destiny die to make it a slide.
True.
You don't have any left, and you're gonna die.
And we should save one destiny die just in case any of us need to use the Force and roll a dark side point.
If you want, I can screw you over soon. With one. So you guys begin. So you guys are going down the 6th path.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's how I'm numbering them, by the way. Far right is 6, far left is 1, and then, you can fill in the rest. So, the players move down you guys are the players. You guys move down a winding pathway, which descends and moves through deep frozen tunnels. Eventually, you find yourself in a dark ravine, filled with many pebbles and stones. Above you hangs a high bridge, a very thin, high bridge.
We
The
still have
bridge
2
is-
destiny die, Marshall, on my screen, unless my camera's frozen.
I think your camera's frozen.
Fuck.
Do you see my hand right now in the camera?
No. Refreshing.
Yeah, mine stayed pretty good so far, so keep getting the camera.
Okay, I can see it now.
Yeah. See my hand?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, so the bridge is supported by a very high, very thin column. Very thin pillar, if you will. To Shao and Cedric, you don't see anything special in this room besides the pillar, all the pebbles scattered around the room, and like I said, the bridge above. However, Ita notices. Okay, we're not gonna do that every time I say her name.
Yes. Yes, we are.
We can do it every time Buddy says it.
Now I'm just gonna start using your last name. You don't have one. Shit.
Ita!
Okay.
This is my name. Leave me my name.
So you notice a very bright yellow light emerging from a tiny little crystal that seems to be stuck in the pillar. At its thinnest part, the crystal appears to be holding up the pillar which holds the bridge above.
Guys, I think I see my crystal.
Where?
Uh-huh.
It's right under the pillar. Can you not see it? It's a bright yellow light.
Nope.
No.
I must go get it.
But what about the bridge? Like, if you're trying to take the pillar out,
Cedric,
you might take the bridge out.
Are there any rocks around, like large rocks that could be used as a base to replace the crystal?
Before that, what's at the end of the bridge? Or, like, how far can we see?
You can't see what's at the end of the bridge. It's so high that you can only see that there is a bridge. It's probably 50 feet above you.
Okay, so how are we even gonna get the fuck up there?
Who said you need to?
There's a crystal up there.
I could just
No.
grab.
Sorry, let me clarify. The crystal is at eye's height with you. It's in the pillar that's holding the bridge up, but it's not so high as you can. It's at a reachable length, height.
Would removing the crystal damage the structural integrity,
What do you
causing
think?
the bridge to collapse?
I don't know. You can, if you want, you can roll an education roll to see. This will be an easy education check.
What's the education?
Knowledge education.
Ah.
It represents your basic knowledge of physics, science,
Oh,
math.
so you're just basically gonna tell me that yes, it's going to.
Well,
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Anyways.
Yeah, it's going to. If you just yanked it out, if you just yanked it out, you're pretty sure something bad would happen.
Okay.
You asked earlier if there were rocks. Yeah, there's tons of pebbles, little pebbles around the room that have fallen over the years from this pillar and from various other structures in the room. Many of them the size of the crystal.
So I would
The
be
crystal,
able.
by the way, is about the size, a little larger than a jelly bean.
Oh wow, that's tiny as hell. Okay.
Ita, there's like these stones here. You could just like switch it rather than just yanking it out. You know that.
I could, yes.
Indiana Jones it.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Or we could just yank it out and run back to the crossroads.
But what about the bridge?
I mean,
Yeah, what if that like is another connecting path to the other side
What if people need
Someone
that
else-
bridge?
to like mine
people?
your crystal?
You mean like us?
Yes.
Yeah.
What if we need the bridge later?
Or other people. You're Jedi.
Yes. Or other Jedi.
Yeah, it's a holy place. I'm sure it like resets every time people leave or something.
I don't think that's a thing now.
Goes back to factory state.
Like I understand your concern about wanting to get your own crystal, but I can't just leave this bridge in disrepair if I take the crystal.
What do you mean? Want to get? I don't. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to get yours. Just take it.
No, just make sure
Can
we got
I?
a path.
All right. I find a pebble.
I think we should
the
turn back now, no matter
size
what.
and shape of the crystal, and
Just because we've already found one on this path.
removing the crystal and replacing it with the pebble or rock.
Which rock?
Okay. This is going to require a hard skullduggery check.
Awesome. I'm actually pretty good at skullduggery. All right.
And
As
you
he's
gonna-
doing this,
Are
I'm
you gonna
slowly,
do?
like, stepping
Are you
away
gonna do
from
anything
him.
to alter the roll, Marshall?
it depends. What's your skullduggery?
I got yellow and 2 green.
That's not that good.
And
Yeah.
it's 3p.
That's already a hard check.
It is already a hard check. Quick roll before you can!
You can roll. Oh, I should have added one.
No.
Okay, so you quickly yank out the crystal and immediately replace it with the pebble before the structure has any time to collapse. It sets for a second. You hear some creaking, but then it appears as though it's settled and it's not going to fall.
Awesome.
I love this music for this temple. It's perfect. Okay, anyway.
It is.
It's actually meant to be fantasy, but it works really well for this.
Yeah.
So,
again,
yeah.
I have no idea what to use my advantage on.
I can see if there's anything for it. No. You can... I can't think of anything either, so we can just ignore it. But
Can you reduce other people's strain or just your own?
Just your own with advantage. Unless... I would allow it if he got more than one, but one's not much. So, and also, I don't know how he would do it replacing a stone. Because the effect
Well,
also
no,
has to be...
you have like an endorphin rush where when he takes it out, both of us are like, "Oh shit, it's gonna fall!" And he puts the pebble in, and we all go, "Ah."
So, we'll spend that advantage to increase your guys' strain by 1 and then reduce it by 1
Perfect. All right, I'm down for that.
from the stressful moment and then the release. Okay.
So I go from 2 and then release back down to 1.
Why do you have a strain, Charles?
I got one.
Because he got stressed out trying to think of all that lore shit earlier.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
I have a 14 threshold, so
Yeah, me too.
my wound's better. But
Wait, should I have a strain then?
no,
You didn't.
you
gain the
failed,
threat.
but you didn't
I
get.
advantageously failed.
Yeah.
All right, I say to them, "All right, good job, Ita. Let's head back to the crossroads."
Thank you for taking me down this path.
As you begin to grip onto your new crystal, you feel yourself leaving this place.
Oh, shit.
Eton, not the rest of you.
Yeah, I know. I was fully aware.
Shit.
Do we notice anything? Me
No.
and Cedric?
No. It happens too quickly for you to
Oh.
notice anything.
Oh, when you say you
no.
feel yourself leaving, he actually leaves.
Eta, you stand before a large control panel, standing at the center of a mostly empty chamber. Before you is a viewport, through which you see a space station orbiting a planet. You look down, set a few coordinates, and fire, watching as 2 torpedoes fly out of your ship towards the station. When they impact it, they puff out into webs of tiny shards, which swarm around the edges of the space station, tearing, ripping, clawing, biting their way to the center of the station, excreting metal and blood as they go along. The last thing you see is a half-shredded medical droid floating past the viewport. And then, your vision fades, and you're back in the cave. Do you say anything to your companions? Or do you ignore the vision or keep it to yourself? What do you do?
I tell them I've had a vision. I'm not completely sure if it's of what's to come or of what has already happened. But there was pain.
Was there a
medical
crystal?
droid destroyed.
Okay, more than just a medical droid, man.
Lives!
Remember the vision?
Lives have been destroyed!
Classic
Whoa.
melodramatic Ita. Let's go back to the crossroads, guys.
God damn it. Now they think you're a dumbass if you don't describe it properly. They think you
No,
just had
we
a-
think he's a dumbass anyway.
They just think you had a weird trip where a droid died, and that's it.
Are you sure you haven't had like overdosed on painkillers or
I
something?
describe it exactly as
Stim
I
back.
saw it.
No, you can't just say that.
Describe in your own words what I said to you.
I was sitting in a cockpit. I looked down, set some coordinates, fired torpedoes.
Well, why did you do that, you numpty? Let's go back to the crossroads.
I don't know, man! Shit happens, I guess!
You remember feeling certain emotions while it was happening. It was as if you were doing it. It is not like a vision in which you were just floating above this person. You were the person doing it, and you remember feeling after you did what you did to that space station, you remember feeling satisfied after it was over. You remember feeling good about what you did.
I destroyed a space station with torpedoes, and it felt right in a way. Destroying that station, the lives aboard. It's very conflicting.
Shall we head back to the crossroads?
You guys.
Well, I'm sure if it's like important or anything, it'll either happen and there'll be a good reason for it, or if it's not important, it won't happen and
There'll be a good reason for it.
Is this a vision of things? I don't actually know the line.
Ita, you've already said that. Come on.
Alright.
I rub his hair, and I put my arm around him, and I start to guide him towards the crossroads. Come on.
Okay, I guess I go with Shao and Cedric.
Well, Cedric
Although
hasn't
my
like
mind,
agreed
My
with you.
mind is left thinking about the station that I've destroyed.
Okay.
yeah, I'm walking behind them, just shaking
Actually,
my head.
I just thought to myself, can I try and use influence on Ita
Interesting.
to
I'm not
imbue a
sure
sense
how
of
I feel
tranquility?
about that. What are you trying to do to him?
I'm trying to force him to feel a sense of tranquility. Well, actually, I'm trying to get him to. But if I roll a dark side point, I can't do tranquility. I'm trying to make him feel an emotion. I'm not sure which one it's going to be yet. I'm hoping for tranquility.
Okay, I will say this. I'll let you do it, but it's up to Ben to roleplay it. I'm not going to force him to do something based on this, you know? Like,
Okay.
It's going to be a...
Traditionally, for this, we're supposed to roll an opposed discipline check.
Yeah, that is traditional. So basically, for you, Putty, you're going to roll the discipline check plus the force die.
Yeah.
And Ben is going to roll just a discipline check.
Okay.
Actually...
Should I just roll an opposed check?
Ben won't roll the discipline check. You'll use Ben's discipline as the negative dice, Putty.
Okay, so you'll have one challenge and one difficulty.
So it should be pretty easy. I'm actually gonna upgrade one of those difficulties, so it's gonna be 2 challenge.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm not sure I'm gonna get this. My discipline is not good. 1 second.
Oh god.
Woo! 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 Just starts foaming.
Holy fuck. Dude. Seriously. Okay then.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Advantageous value.
Ooh.
Ooh!
I think I have to. I don't have to spend the point. No,
well, you failed. You can't spend the point.
no. I think if you can spend you can spend the point even if you fail. I'm not sure though.
What would you be spending it on if you failed?
The attempt. But I didn't roll any points technically. If I don't turn that into any usable one.
Anyway, you would you like to use the advantage for anything?
Yeah, can I use each to recover a strain on myself? Am I able to do that out of combat?
You use the 3 to recover 2 of your strain.
Okay, never mind then. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
It is 1 for 1 in combat, right?
It is 1 for 1 in combat.
Instead, I
just like to balance it out of combat, but
can I use that? Can I use all 3 advantage to make Ita see that I'm trying to calm him down with the force, and for him to know that I'm making an effort to calm him down?
sure.
I was actually gonna say maybe even though I feel no external force telling me to calm down, I still hear his words and I'm inspired and I do end up becoming tranquil.
Yeah, and the words I said, by the way, were Tranquilo, Saimio, Los Ingobernables de Ilum.
Is this like a mixture of Spanish and Japanese?
Yes.
What was that?
Nice read.
Is that what it was?
It literally was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I know Tranquillo, but then the rest was like, that's not Spanish.
Well, Los Ingobernables de Ilum was.
Okay. So you go, you guys leave, you guys go back up through the ice slide, and you make it to the chamber with the 6 paths. 12 minutes have passed.
Path 4, that was Etha's instinct earlier. Right, guys?
Sure.
Why not?
Okay, you walk down path 4, you get mauled by a bear.
Roll
Yeah.
initiative.
No, not even initiative. It's a magic.
Oh shit, even in this world, you're going all anal with your animals.
You bet it, buddy. I'm always anal with my animals.
I like to think fucking 20 sessions down the line we are Master Jedi, and one little crocodile shows up and like Marshall's like, you know, he can run 20 miles an hour, he's gonna fucking kill you.
40 miles an hour. Anyway,
I jump.
that to be fair, that is the crocodile's weakness. His height. You know?
He stands up on 2 feet. Durr.
Damn you! You get on the crocodile's back. He's like, "Oh, I can't. Where are you?
Start surfing the crocodile.
I can't find you. Where are you?" Okay. So.
Path 4.
Yeah. Jesus. So.
Path 4, yeah.
4, huh? Path 4. So after walking down a mostly straight and narrow path, you find a dead end blocked by a wall of ice.
Is there anything I could roll to sense if there is anything behind that wall of ice?
You feel... Yeah, how about... I might have an average discipline check.
Okay, what's the difficulty on that?
2.
Also, have you... Yeah, you did flip on the Destiny, aren't we?
Damn, buddy,
So-
you fail a lot.
I'm happy about it, though.
So you feel nothing particularly interesting coming from down the... I'll tell you...
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
Oh
My! Hi, Chris.
I'm so upset.
Hey, sorry guys. Freaking
No,
pre-session
tell us.
nap is a bad idea.
God damn it! You were awake and you took a nap?
Dude, I woke up at like 4 a.m. Decided, I
Why?
can go back to
Why
bed.
did you... Oh, well, yeah, 4 a.m. That's not a nap. That's continuing to sleep. Didn't you set an alarm?
Yeah, I did for 11:45, and
Well, that is really close for one thing. I mean, you probably should have set an hour before, but whatever. Like, and then what happened?
my body said no.
But your heart was telling you yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have the difficult part of introducing... Okay, so...
Why do we...
switching-
Should we just put him in here next time?
No, because this is an important session.
But how are we gonna logically do it, though?
He busts through the ice wall and says, I've been trapped here! No.
10,000 years.
Okay, so if I'm not getting it... If Chris doesn't count as my advantage, I want that 2 strain, mister.
Wait, what?
I got 3 advantage on that check.
Oh, the 3 advantage.
We
This-
gain
this
a party
time-
member.
This time it's only worth 1. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, no. So Chris, yeah. So you gain back 2. You reduce your strain by 2. The search for the information set your mind at ease. It was like a minor meditation for you.
Perhaps Chris got trapped in here the last 17 days.
So I think there's 2
Absolutely.
options here. There's either we retcon it and say Chris was always with you, but that's a little awkward since no one has ever referenced him or talked to him.
What do you mean? I was talking to Chris like 20 minutes ago.
The other option is that
We roll a destiny die to spawn Chris into existence.
okay, I got an idea. So anyway, no, this wouldn't require a destiny die. So you guys, you failed to sense anything in the wall. Do you do anything else in this part? You also don't see anything.
I just kick the wall.
I walk
just
back,
straight up kick the wall.
ashamed of my instinct.
Thinking that like something was down here, and I just kicked the wall.
Kick it, and eventually the wall
Do I have to make a-
explodes.
Do I have to make a brawling or something check?
Well, I mean, are you trying to kick it open?
No, I'm just like kicking it in frustration.
Then no, if you don't have an objective, then you don't need to roll.
Okay.
You successfully kick.
Wait a minute. If I don't
I'd
have an
stub my
objective
toe.
for anything, does that mean I never have to roll anything at all?
Yeah, but it also means you would never achieve anything ever.
No. I
Chris,
just
change your
have to-
Discord name to your Star Wars character so it works on my layout.
Oh, also change your name from Chris. This looks. I'll change it. It's my fault. I nicknamed him.
Okay.
What's his name? What's his Star Wars character's name?
Merkava.
Karar.
Jesus.
Makara.
I actually really like my name.
Yeah, it's good name.
Spent a whole.
I
3
like
hours.
my name too.
Okay, so
There's certain charm to the simplicity, Ben.
The charm
It
comes from when
starts
Buddy
to
said
wear
my
on
name.
Ita!
no. Okay, so you guys.
Sounds like a death yell from the Star Wars.
I mean,
franchise.
Pretty much.
so Charles has given up. Ben never tried anything. Do you want to try anything else, buddy?
I've given up. Before Charles kicked it, I started walking back towards the crossroads.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention there is a pickaxe near the wall. But
Okay, I pick up the pickaxe and plunge it into the wall
okay,
with the attempt of maybe loosening some snow.
that's all. You don't want to break the wall.
Sure, but I'm realistic about my chances
Okay.
because I don't think there's anything behind it. You know.
Okay. That will require a daunting athletics check.
Buddy, I'll help you.
I pass the pickaxe to Cedric and walk a few miles away.
Okay.
Well, well,
also head
yeah.
back to Wishao.
Well, I'm gonna enhance the
Wait,
check
wait.
with my enhance ability.
And I'm
going.
And I'm gonna try and make Cedric angry with my influence.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Angry at the ice.
Why won't you go down?
Before we do this, are you actually trying to make him?
Yes, I would like to make him angry because I over the
Okay,
last couple of
good for
days, I think he's better with it.
We'll do that first then. Roll. What's your discipline?
You guys should have just brought a blow dryer.
No skill.
I rolled a destiny
Three.
guide. Have a blow dryer.
So you said 3 ability.
3 ability, so
Electric
3
blow.
different.
Okay, 3
Got it,
difficulty for you, Putty. You're about to see the dice roller in action, Chris. There you go. Fail.
Terribly.
Ew.
So you fail to break past his hard exterior.
You just see me a couple miles away, just like using my hand, like.
You see a bead of sweat dripping down Putty's forehead.
But at least
And
I didn't.
just chuckle a little bit.
At least I didn't roll any dark side points this time.
This is why discipline is important. If you want to fuck with people, you need good discipline.
Yeah, man.
Excellent.
So, and if you want to resist other people fucking you, then you need good discipline.
Excellent.
No one will fuck me.
I've got discipline
Chris, I
coming
guess
up
you have
soon.
good discipline, then.
No, I don't.
So, let's just roll Cedric. So, like I said, that's going to be 4 difficulty die for a daunting check.
Well, I'll also use my enhance force ability, whatever it's called.
Okay. Then you'll combine it with the check. If you succeed on this check, do you want to use it to generate advantage or success?
Let me just double check it.
Do you have to say that before you make it?
Good question. I don't actually know. Let me-
Because it would be advantageous if you didn't have to.
Enhance. When making
Yeah.
that check, the force user may roll. That's part of the.
I think it has to be pre, because if it's post, that's really, really strong.
Well, these are supposed to be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you might have to use a destiny point to do it if he gets a dark side
Yeah,
point.
no, it's after. It's not before. So
Cool.
you don't have to decide.
Okay.
So roll your 4 die with a combined athletics check. With a 4 difficulty.
Okay. So that's 2 yellow, 2 green, 4 purple.
You didn't roll your force
yeah.
die.
Oh, I forgot the force die. Oh.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
Well, no, if he
No, I'm enhancing it to add a.
if he gets success from his
shit,
force
you're
die.
right.
Triumph!
Okay. Yeah, but the triumph was countered out. It's the sex. Anyway, roll the force die. We'll see if you just roll the force die. Roll the fucking force die.
How was the triumph count? What?
No, the triumph didn't get cancelled.
The triumph was canceled. The success that the triumph gives was canceled out. The triumph still works as a triumph, but it did.
Yes.
Okay, you use that to add a success. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay, but remember to roll it together next time.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Marshall.
I want to carve out your eyes with a spoon. Anyway, so you succeed wonderfully. You smash open the wall of ice
With one big hit.
Splinters of ice fly everywhere.
Shao mutters in the
Oh, that's how it
background.
works.
I could have sworn there was nothing behind that wall.
I'm trying to think of what the triumph will do. I know what the triumph will do.
Chris is back there.
I will let you use the triumph to find something that was in the ice wall.
Ooh.
10,000 years.
Do you want to use the triumph to find something that was in the ice wall, or do you want to use it for your own purpose?
No.
I'll tell you what it is.
Find your crystal in the ice wall.
Yeah, I'll find something in the ice wall. That definitely sounds cool.
You find a crystal in the ice wall, but it does not feel like your crystal. It is definitely a Kyber crystal, though.
Do I see it? Do I feel it?
Well, he's able to hold it out close to you guys and show you, and it looks. Let me see what crystal. We'll say it's a blue crystal.
I like the color blue.
I look at it and go, do you guys have any sort of attraction to it?
Can I hold it a second?
Sure,
I snatch it and I run away. No, Precious! When I hold it, do I feel anything?
It doesn't feel like your crystal, but it feels like a crystal.
I wonder if we will run into a fourth party member today who this might be the crystal of. Ita, you should keep a hold of it.
Okay,
I've got a backpack. I can shove it in
Or
there.
sell it on the black
Oh, if we're
market.
talking about who has the most storage, I'll put it in my utility belt.
Oh shit!
Just have
Backpack's
that shark
cooler.
repellent.
I have a backpack and a utility belt.
With the idea of selling it, be like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
So, do you
get
guys
it,
head
sell it?
now? Also, a path was opened up. Do you go down the path?
Fuck yeah, Sparkle Sparkle.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
we're
go-
here as well.
You go down the path. Eventually, what?
Sure, let's go down the path.
Okay, the way you said it just made me want to cut out your eyes.
I didn't want to go down the path, but everyone else did.
Okay. Don't ever do it again.
Can I make a computers check to find Chris?
Can you make a what check?
Computers.
How would you use the computer check to find Chris?
Because I would look on a computer to find Chris.
Oh, here he is!
Yes!
Middle
This
of an
radar
ice
that I have.
temple.
Putty, I'll help you with the computer.
Okay. Can you also use enhance on me, Charles?
Actually,
No, it's only.
No, what is happening? No, you're not doing it!
Marshall, I was able to see them before they could see me.
Are you gonna kill us?
I don't know what that means, but
No, would I be able to detect them?
We'll deal with you in a second. We'll deal with you.
Okay.
Stay in your corner, Mr. Late.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Late.
Okay.
Mr.
So,
Hour late. I was only 30 minutes. 20, actually.
28.
25.
So at the end of this path lies a small room-like chamber, which has a human skeleton chained to the wall by both arms, wearing tattered and ancient clothes. By the body, I am talking! By the body lies a note and an ancient lightsaber. The former lying in the body's lap, the latter lying near the body.
I'm going to read the note.
I take the lightsaber.
Of course. You pick up the note, and the note says, actually, I will give you. I will paste the note in Discord, and you can read it for yourself since it's a note. That's what the note says. Would you like to read it aloud, Putty?
Cantare, if you read these words, it means you are waking up inside the caves, and I stopped you. It was either you or me, Cantare. After Master Alphias found out that someone was stealing the crystals, it was only a matter of time before the trail led to both of us. At least this way, only one of us goes down instead of both. Alphias thinks you escaped on a pirate freighter. A pirate. I bet they attacked us. As far as she is concerned, you are off in hut space right now. Don't worry about anyone finding you in time. I'm going to bucket in water and seal off this corridor so the young shouldn't stumble across your body. Yours, Gendarin.
So wait, was this actually, like, legitimately planned, this whole... I love it.
Oh, I typed that out in the seconds as you guys were opening. I was like, oh shit, I better type down a tattered note!
I turned to Ita and I asked, is that lightsaber working?
This is what preparation does, Ben. Anyway.
I try to turn on the lightsaber.
Can I make a lore check to see if I know who the hell that is?
I hand the note to Cedric while I go to Ita.
Okay, so we'll do Ida's first. So you have the lightsaber. You turn it on, Ida?
Yes.
Okay. The lightsaber ignites with a... what color?
Purple.
I was just going to say purple. It ignites with a purple hue.
It's Mace Windu.
And flickers on and off a few times, and then stops flickering.
Stops flickering as in it's gone out, or it's staying still?
It's gone out.
Okay.
It's gone out. The lightsaber appears to be broken.
We should take this and the note back to the master.
Or we could crack open the lightsaber and see if the crystal inside resonates with either of us.
Or we could take the lightsaber and someone could, use two.
Well, lightsaber's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. Oh,
I'm sure someone could.
Can I fix the lightsaber?
Do you have tools?
I have a destiny die.
Okay. You can spend a destiny die to cut out the penalty from not having tools if you'd like.
I can't just have a destiny die and be like, I've had tools this entire time!
No, tools are too expensive.
Oh. Should I do that?
I don't know. I don't think it's worth fixing. Would we need tools to break it open and look at the crystal?
No, not to break it open.
Okay, I just say, I don't think you should try and
Certainly
fix it.
not to break it open. Opening it would be pretty simple, too.
I don't think we should try and fix it. I just think we should try and see if that crystal resonates with either of us.
But each crystal is for an individual. This one has.
But did you read? No, did you not read the note? They were stealing crystals. They weren't following the Jedi code.
Perhaps.
No,
Perhaps.
no, not. Okay.
We can always try it.
I snatch the lightsaber, drop it on the floor, and step on it.
Oh, well, that might break the crystal.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You say.
I tucked the lightsaber in my pocket. I'm going to return this to the master with the note.
I look at him very, very dismayed. All frustrated, discombobulated.
Discombobulated?
Anger, maybe? Maybe a bit of anger.
Okay.
If it comes to it, we could break it. But not.
What do you mean if it comes to it? This is the one opportunity. You clearly are not going to break it.
We can break it if we don't find anyone else's crystal.
What's the point then? That's a Hail Mary. Eliminate the possibility
Throw it
now.
like a flashlight. No one needs to smash anything.
But we don't have tools.
We don't need tools. Just
You need
open the
tools to
fucker.
Open it. You said,
Okay.
I want to repair it, and I said you don't have tools, because repairing things take tools. But to open it does not require tools.
Okay, fine. Let's fucking open it.
There you go.
So you open it, and there's a purple crystal inside that looks fine.
Do I feel anything coming out of it?
You feel a dark force power, a sort of dark force imbued in the crystal.
Does Putty just feel that himself, or does everyone else feel it?
Anyone who grabs the crystal will feel it.
Oh. So I
Yeah,
feel
that doesn't feel good.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it just feel so good?
Oh god.
I close.
I just slap Putty.
I close the lightsaber and I tell them, "This is dark. This is not good."
But it's so strong.
No.
Shall.
I put it away.
Do it!
I bad Ben.
Don't make me do it, Shao.
Do what, little boy?
Look, this isn't the time to have interfighting. You don't have lightsabers, it wouldn't be badass.
Right
I have a
this-
blaster.
I have a Zapoka. I have a Zapoka.
I have a blaster.
I have a Zapoka. I feel like I can do better with it.
Yeah, at this close of range, the Zapoka would probably win.
Maybe I can just jump out of the way.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Dodge talent? Okay, anyway.
Is there anything else? Can I inspect the skeleton?
The skeleton seems to be relatively... All the clothes are ancient and worn out. There's holes in them.
Are they stylish though?
No.
Is there a new goth phase of wearing these old and worn out clothes?
No.
Okay.
Quite the opposite. The fashion of the time is all new.
Ugh, what an expensive time to be a woman.
Okay. So, do you guys do anything else in this room?
I asked Cedric.
I was gonna do that law check.
Oh yeah, after he did the floor check.
The floor check. Okay.
He's got to lean on the floor.
Roll a formidable lore check.
Oh God.
They're
What's
not
that?
that famous. So, formidable is 5 difficulty die.
Oh, it's Jerry from accounting.
My dad knew him. Oh shit, son!
Wow.
No skill, and you pulled it. Dude, this is basically pure luck. You at one point, some guy was just like, "Hey, by the way, my mom was Master Olphias."
but no, hey, he may have done it, but not without great cost.
Master Olphias was a master who oversaw operations here at Ilum 500 years ago when the temple was much more active. At that time, there would have been 20 to 30 Jedi stationed here at a time.
Is he
Oh, wow.
perhaps still alive?
But learning this information takes its toll on you. You take 5 strain.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
When you try to remember and you have a stroke.
Do I notice him taking this strain? Is it visible?
Actually, I've got a better idea. So you take 2 strain, and in exchange for remembering this information, it was so strenuous to remember because you must have learned it just randomly one day years ago. You forgot another part of your you forgot your mother's maiden name or something. So it pushed another piece of information out of your head, Cedric.
I asked Cedric if I could hold on to the note.
I can keep hold of it.
Yeah, I don't trust Ita anymore.
So let's go back to the crossroads.
Yeah, there's not much else here. Let's go.
And by the way, that lore check, the Jedi here who died here is not famous at all. He's not even famous enough to make a lore check on. So the only thing you know about is the master that he referenced in the note, Master Olphias.
Okay.
And she was a
Assuming,
Twi'lek, by the
do
way.
you tell us this?
Yeah, did you tell them anything about Master
Yeah,
Ulfias?
yeah. I tell them. Yeah, this Master Ulfias guy, I've heard of him before. Go. She used to be here, like, when there was actually, like, stuff going down here.
I narrow my eyes. How the fuck do you know that?
I don't know, but what's my parents' names? And he runs out of the cave.
What's my name?
What's in the box?
Okay.
Wait, why do I have this backpack on my back?
Who am I? Okay, so I think
Who are you people?
I am Master Ulfias.
It'd be funny if he forgot either Eta or Xiao's name and had to constantly ask them from now on. Like, sorry, who are you again? Okay, so anyway, so you guys leave.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, 12 minutes have passed.
Another one or 12 minutes total?
24 minutes total.
Okay. Path 1, I say.
I mean, we're at this point, at this pace, we're not going to be able to reach one of them.
As you exit,
No, at this pace we are. Oh, one of the paths, you mean?
Yes. We're only going to be able to hit 5 if each takes 12 minutes.
if you hit the 5th one, you'll be trapped. Because after you exit the 5th one, that'll be a full hour.
If we spend as much time in it.
You will. Anyway.
I'm just going to prove it. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to say, let's go.
You're like, can I see the crystal? No? Okay, I leave.
That's what you did. Well, okay, that's fair. Anyway, but basically, you'll see. Anyway, I'm basically considering most of the time is spent walking. Anyway, so as you guys exit into the main chamber, you find Chris, I'm gonna need to talk to you in the private conversation room for a second.
Okay. What,
Oh shit, a Chris Marshall private conversation. The session's over.
Oh, do, 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 do,
This
do.
jukebox is still playing and it's great.
Yeah. But yeah, as Puddy was saying before, with his sort of stuff he's going down, I'm gonna sort of between focusing on the enhanced tree, I'll also focus on fearsome stuff because that seems quite potent.
I have no idea what I'm going to be doing.
If you're going down the enhanced tree, you should probably rush force power in your talent tree as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going because I'm going down. Oh,
Ooh.
Oops.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hit Marshall.
So anyway, you guys all emerge and see a Keldor standing before you. And if you want to know what a Keldor looks like, it looks like his picture.
I draw my Zapuka and be like, "Are you one of the trials?"
Not quite. I was supposed to meet up with you guys, but I slept in on the ship, and
You slept on the ship.
Did you not hear the explosions, man?
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Damn right you are! So did they all make it out alive?
What?
But I don't know.
Okay.
When did you leave the ship?
Yeah.
About 20 minutes ago.
What ship was
20
he on?
minutes ago?
Was he
Did
on
you
the
have
freighter or was he
a
on-
Ferrari?
Was he on the freighter with us, or was he on the other ship?
The 3rd chapter. He was on the 3rd chapter.
I thought we took the last escape pod.
Yeah, maybe he took.
He didn't take an escape pod. He took one of the freighters that came back to the ship.
Okay. I mean, I'd like him to say that to us.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I took one of the freighters down here. So, here now.
What? Okay. What do we call you?
Oh.
Wait! You probably know him from Coruscant.
Do we?
Maybe.
I
don't
don't.
know.
He's
So
Merkava.
have you guys never seen this guy?
No, I've met him. Yeah, we trained once or twice.
Okay.
He dueled me.
Xiao knows him. Do the
Sure,
rest of you?
he seems kind of familiar from one of my classes, I guess.
I was
I
behind
just
you in biology.
I'm very familiar
I
with the
com-
back of your head.
I
I'm
completely
sorry, I
know.
remember seeing you, but I don't remember your name.
Okay, well, my name is Merkava Karar. You guys can call me Merc if you want.
Okay, Merc.
Okay, Matt.
Welcome to the crew.
Honored.
Yeah, well, let's hurry this along. Not to be like, let's hurry this along or whatever. But we don't have that long left.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cedric. Did you not put on your eye shade this morning?
Marshall, where does Destiny Die go?
Oh, sorry, I was playing with him.
Okay. I say it's path 1. Also, I take the blue crystal out of my utility belt. Does this mean anything to you? Form 6?
It's blue, right, Marshall?
Yes, it's blue. It doesn't shine to you. It doesn't feel like yours.
Yeah, nope.
Alright, and I walk up to path 4, and I just hurl it into path 4.
That's 10,000 credits down the drain.
Well, somebody's gonna have it one day if it doesn't break. None of us need it.
I mean,
It's
fair
the
enough,
Force's will.
I approve.
Yeah, let's like actually get going down one of the paths. that
Path
we haven't
1!
Gone down yet.
I agree, path 1.
Well, guys, mightn't it be like a better idea to like start splitting up? at this
Absolutely
point?
not. Path 1.
Okay.
Perhaps we can split up and find...
Can I roll leadership on what I just said to shut them all up?
Buddy's like...
Could I roll discipline to resist it?
Does everyone care? Like, you don't need to roll if everyone agrees.
I don't care enough.
Okay, so you
No,
all agree that you should.
I just
stay
got
together?
here. I assume that they've done all the other paths.
We've only gone down past 6 and 4.
This is not what I meant by shutting them up. Path 1! Go!
By the way, Chris, as you came in, the ice wall was like, 2/5 of the way frozen.
Oh.
Path 1! Go!
Can I pull out my blaster and shoot it so that it melts?
What?
What? Can we just go down path 1, please?
You're not even there to shoot it, so you go down path 1.
Yep.
I'm not hearing anyone actually disagreeing with you, buddy.
Which is why I just want to go down it.
I just shove Ita towards the path.
Kill him.
Okay, at this point I'm halfway down path 1. I've checked it all out. We'll come back path...
No, I'm just...
There's nothing down here, Batu!
So after walking down the tunnel for some time, you come to a near bottomless ravine crossed by a long, thin bridge of rock and ice. At the end of the bridge is just sort of like a little, I don't know, an alcove, if you will, but you don't see anything in the alcove.
I look down down beneath the bridge.
You look down into the ravine?
Yeah.
It's pitch black.
Oh.
I think we should head back.
I think we
I
should
can't
go
cross that
west.
bridge.
Oh.
Well, let's.
Do I detect anything, Marshall? Like,
You don't.
okay.
Aw.
Is there like a stone that I could throw midway through the bridge
Why would you want to throw a stone?
to like check that it's stable enough for a stone?
Sure.
So I pick up sort of average size stone.
You throw a rock on the bridge, and it's fine.
It collapses completely.
I don't know.
Guys, that stone can hold up. Like,
So now the bridge has got to hold up a stone and a person.
Fuck.
I use my force to move the stone off of the bridge.
You have move?
I do have
No,
move.
you can't do... Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
I only have the first move, but like the first.
How big is the silhouette of the stone?
I only use the basic power.
The stone is silhouette 20. You can't. It's the size of a Death Star.
Actually, no, wait. I have range and control. Awesome.
Okay, so anyway, what are you guys doing? Are you deciding to cross this bridge, or are you just gonna? Or are you gonna?
I'm definitely moving the stone.
Really? You can just kick the stone out of the way.
But it could collapse.
If you think that, then you shouldn't fucking cross it.
Yeah, don't cross it.
Okay,
ladies first.
Shao sits cross-legged and said, "You can cross the bridge if you want, but I know for a fact that I'm not nimble enough to do so."
I move Shao over the bridge.
I'm sitting cross-legged. If you want to pick me up, I will hit you in the face with a fucking stick. Now, hurry up and make your decision so that we can get on with this.
Do you guys think we should go across?
Yeah,
That was only
well,
character.
what the hell else are we gonna do?
Go back and do another path.
The other
Well,
option.
we could all sit in a circle.
And smoke the pot.
I at this point just
You
go,
know,
whatever,
Cedric,
I'm gonna
Cedric and
actually
Merkava,
do it.
how about you guys go across? Huddy, Shao clearly doesn't feel anything. Maybe I can take him down past 2 or 3, or take her down past 2 or 3.
We're not splitting up. We
well,
settled
Wait,
this.
I'm Shao. Splitting up may
I-
be our only option.
I don't-
Out of here, on
I
time.
don't count me sitting here as you guys go across as splitting up. I'll be fine here.
But do you not want to find your own crystal?
Yes, but I need to make sensible decisions. There's no point recklessly rushing into things. That's not the Jedi
No,
way.
we've been down 3 paths so far. There has been no danger. That ice ball is freezing. We need to move.
I stand up, I go head to head with him. Literally my forehead touches his head and say, I have made the decision. I know the danger. I can't do it. Leave me alone!
At this point, I'm just starting to walk
I'm
across the bridge.
I'm strolling across the bridge, swinging my elbows.
Okay, so you want to go across the bridge.
Yes.
Me and
Who wants
Chris
to go across the bridge first?
I'll
They're
go.
already across
Okay,
the bridge.
this will require a hard coordination check.
Okay.
See, Ben? See?
Wait. Oh, fuck. Thank God you're going first.
One yellow, 2 green. What it? 3 for hard.
Sorry I'm late. I'm gonna fail the first check and fall into the void.
Good job, Seth.
Go back down into path 6.
Okay, you cross 1/3 of the path. Roll again.
Bruh.
Oh my god!
Oh, flip! I've rolled the wrong one.
What? What'd you roll?
I rolled coercion.
You coerced the bridge into letting you
You
pass.
sat there and you intimidated the bridge. It's never gonna give you lip again.
I start shouting at it. Don't make me fall.
Okay, so what's your actual coordination?
No skill in just 2.
Oh god!
See, guys, we should just go back.
I'm starting to agree with Shao here.
I don't mind you guys crossing the bridge. Just leave me the fuck alone.
Well, you failed.
Oof.
And the bridge collapses.
There's a banana peel with your name on it.
Well, he didn't fail. He just didn't succeed.
No, he does fail.
No,
Zero
I
is
know.
fail.
It's a literal fail. That's how the game works.
There is no fail, no succeed. If you don't succeed, you
need
fail.
one success at least to succeed.
Okay, well then he failed. You're a failure.
Yep, just like you. Eater.
Yeah. Of all the people I've been on this adventure, he was the one that walked the most.
What are we waiting for right now?
So you begin
Marshall.
to slip and fall, okay, as you cross the part of the bridge. You've crossed a little bit of it, but you're also slipping and falling. I'm going to need you to roll again to see if you can continue to cross and get your footing.
Can purple dice have blank sights?
I rush to the bridge and try to save Cedric from falling.
No. He's almost halfway across the bridge at this point, so you'd have to start crossing the bridge too.
I start crossing the bridge.
Okay, this is just going to be a pile of dead bodies soon. Let's all hook each other up and just jump into a ravine.
Damn it!
It's just a conga line of death.
So,
Wait, Merc, you're still with me, right? You haven't crossed yet.
Yeah, I'm just watching this going, why?
Yeah, I start to cross my arms.
you slip off. You completely lose your footing, slipping off the edge of the bridge, holding on with your hands. Okay.
Is that
I
me?
plead for help.
Is that me or Ben?
This is you, not Ben. Ben hasn't rolled. So to
I did roll.
stop yourself,
That was my roll.
which was Charles.
The one before.
Okay, so Ben starts to cross and fails. We'll deal with Ben in a second. What the fuck, Ben? I literally just told you this is a bad idea.
I was trying to save Charles.
I heavily implied that it's a bad idea to try to save someone if you aren't even capable of saving yourself.
All Ben heard
Okay.
was,
I had a better chance than Charles. I had 3 Gs.
Okay, anyway. So he begins to he's holding on to the ledge. Ben's in no position to save him. He's slipping. You need to now roll either a daunting coordination check or an average athletics check.
Average athletics check.
Hey, can I use influence to try and calm Charles down before he does it?
Is he stressed? I don't know if
I think I would. I imagine he would be. Can I try? Sure.
Yeah, sure. Charles, stop.
Yeah, try.
What's your discipline, Charles?
3. 3 green.
Oh god.
Okay,
Succeed.
I
Do you
can't
wanna-
calm him down though. But yeah, I will flip a destiny point to use it.
Oh, okay.
I
You
need
flip
to.
the destiny point and you take 1 conflict.
Yes, let me write that in. I'm not sure what emotions I'm inspiring him now, though. I think it's going to be bad.
Seems like a bad idea.
not
Fear?
sadness.
Anger.
It's 3 of them. I think sadness and anger are 2 of them. Let me just read it.
Actually, I think it gives examples, but I think it's implied, and I'm gonna treat it this way, that you can imbue any negative emotion
Yeah.
in him, not just the ones listed.
Okay, I'm gonna increase his sense of fear to hopefully kick in those survival instincts.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Well, I succeeded by 2. I'm leaving it to nature. Do I take 2 stress? Strain?
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna say that you gave Charles 2 strain.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Please don't try to...
It was the first time I've ever used the Force. It's a big moment, guys.
Charles could feel the stress on his head, and he's like, stop! Get out of my mind!
But have the survival instincts kicked in from the sense of fear?
I'm gonna say he gains an automatic advantage on his next check
Okay.
from survival instincts.
I like it. I'm happy with that. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Sure, why not?
but he'll probably be pretty fucking scared. Why don't you roll a... Actually, so I'll give you an automatic advantage on your athletics check, but you also have to pass a fear test, since you're now afraid. So, I'm gonna have you roll an average fear versus discipline. 2 difficulty versus your discipline.
2 difficulty versus.
And I'm gonna spend a destiny point to upgrade. So one challenge and 1 difficulty.
You really want him to die, don't you?
Why are we keeping
No.
our track of the destiny points?
And Marshall's webcam on the Roll20.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Do you see the webcam, Chris?
No, I have to turn that on. I have all that turned off because...
So you
Didn't
gain
work for me in
3
Chrome.
So you now will have you failed the check, which will mean you will have a setback on your next check out of fear.
Sorry, Charles.
So I'm gonna have
got
you.
advantage.
I'm gonna. Okay. I'll let you use those 2 advantage to decrease your strain by 1.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So you now roll your athletics check. It's 2 difficulty die to pull yourself back up from the ledge.
So 2 purple,
And a setback.
1 setback.
And a setback, yeah.
And 2.
And you can plus advantage to it at the end.
And it's a. Athletics check, so I can enhance as well.
Yay!
You forgot
don't
to
need
roll
to.
enhance, though.
You didn't roll the force die.
Okay.
I didn't need to.
From now on, the rule is, though,
Yeah,
I'm not letting you do it if you don't combine.
Okay.
Like, you have to combine it,
Yeah.
or else it's implied. The implication is if you didn't combine it, you didn't want to enhance it. You know?
Okay, yeah.
That's success with advantage, right?
2 advantage
That is
if you.
success with 2 advantage.
We'll roll with that.
1 advantage.
Well, why don't you try enhancing to see if you can get 3 advantage?
No.
The amount of advantage doesn't matter.
I'm telling him that if he doesn't combine it from now on.
Oh, I thought this was the last roll he could do it.
No,
Okay.
because I told him last time, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he pulls himself up. He's able to pull himself back on the ledge. He's still not all the way across the ledge. So if he wants to continue to go across it, now we're gonna deal with
Me.
with you. So you have failed. You're slipping. What did Charles and Ben want to do? Do you guys want to head back? Do you continue to go across?
I'm gonna start heading back.
Wait! I shouted to Cedric. I just want to let you know it's just as difficult to get back as it is to get across. There might be something you think about. You're halfway there, Charles. That's Cedric.
I want to get off the bridge. So
I definitely think should.
So what should I roll, Marshall?
You roll the hard coordination check to head back.
I'm like spotting him too. If he falls, like my hand is ready to like reach out.
Oh yeah, that's right. You stood up.
I made it.
It was stressful though.
Yeah, you fall on your ass.
I'm gonna say that
I break the bridge.
As you were crossing, you did, but at the very end you slipped and you hit a wall. Yeah, and it dealt 1 damage. Pass soak. So you increase your damage by 1.
You mean wounds?
Wounds, yeah, sorry.
All right.
Hey man, you alright? That looked slightly painful.
It is slightly painful as I rub my elbow.
So, now, Charles, are you going to continue to head across or go back?
I should get this tattooed on my face.
Charles?
I'm gonna continue.
Okay, one more hard coordination check.
Come on, Charles. You can do it.
Okay. You slip again and fall.
To your death.
No. You're now hanging onto the ledge again. It's going to require an average athletics check or a daunting coordination check to pull yourself back up.
Cedric, I'm assuming you don't want me to influence you again.
And wait, before you roll, I'm going to spend a destiny die, make it a challenge and a difficulty.
Why would you do that at this moment? You're a bastard.
People have to learn that their decisions
have consequences.
I swear, if there's not a crystal over there for one of them, I'm gonna be mad.
There's just like a lunchbox, like someone left behind long ago.
I should have taken this bridge down when I had the chance.
And like an imprint of where someone's crystal was. Like,
what are you calculating a formula?
I'm just double checking I'm getting everything right, so I don't.
And are you using enhance?
I am using enhance.
Okay.
You're gonna have to flip a destiny die to do so.
Do you want to flip a destiny die?
Yes.
Okay.
I will flip a destiny die to add a
Also,
success.
do I
take
gain...
one conflict.
Don't you also gain strain, don't you, or no? Is it just conflict?
Oh yeah, you do gain
Okay,
strain.
I'm gonna
You
add
take 2
one.
strain.
2, okay.
So you take 1 conflict and 2 strain,
I'll do the same.
Charles. And you do succeed, though, if you're using it to add a success.
Yep.
You pull yourself up, and you're now close enough to the end to just safely reach your ledge.
We've used the dark side of the Force more often today than the light side.
It's not a
We've
good
only
sign.
used the dark side of the Force today.
So you now
We've used the light side.
you now are across the bridge.
I look back over and shout at them. Well, how the hell am I going to get back now?
You look across and you realize as soon as you've crossed, the illusion breaks, and the bridge you crossed is much shorter and wider than you thought.
Oh, come on.
Chicken flopping around.
Well, the illusion was there for all of you, so it looked like he was, really
Wait, so the illusion break for all of us or just him?
just him. He was the only one who made it,
Okay.
and that's how the illusion breaks. So you can head back over without any checks. It's just basically just like a footpath.
Oh my god.
What the
That's
fuck?
amazing.
God damn it. What do you see over there, Cedric? Should we come over?
Why are you English?
He sounds
I don't
really
know.
he sounds really loud to you because to him he's shouting over like a 10-foot ravine, but to you it's like he's like 3 feet away.
I'm gonna shout
That
as
means, they were
loud as
literally like freaking crotch to ass when they were both on the bridge.
Yeah, I guess so. So do you head back across, Charles? What do you do?
I'm gonna look at what's in this sort of alcove on this side of the bridge.
Wait, Cedric, come back! We just asked you what's over there!
It appears to you hear her yell in your ear.
Cedric!
It appears that the alcove is completely empty.
Cedric!
Cedric!
I just come stomping over the bridge.
Cedric!
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
You
Right
see
up.
You see Cedric walk like a soldier across this bridge. It's very strange
I
to you.
applaud his bravery.
I think...
I just look at him and I say to him, "It's an illusion, mate."
What are you talking about? I was on that thing. It almost killed me.
It's called the Force, dude.
Well, it definitely did almost kill you.
Yeah, it almost killed you too.
An illusion.
Trick you into jumping off of it.
Was there anything over there?
Well, no, it was completely empty. That's
Okay, let's head back.
and I just start stomping back in fury.
Okay.
Pass number 3, I say.
Okay.
Okay, you head all the way back to the main room, and
I
another
really think we
12
should
minutes
split
have
up now,
passed.
guys.
It's now 36 minutes.
Path 3 it
I
is.
really think we should split up and get these 2 more paths.
No, there's 3 left, and we should head down the 4th, and if we come back without
We've
anything...
already been down the 4th.
Yeah, you've already been down.
No. The 4th one we go down, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We head down the 4th one, we check the 4th one, and what we come out of there, we come out with. We can only do our best, and we're not going to kill ourselves over this.
Okay, are we going 2, 3, or 5?
You said 3? Let's do 3.
Yeah, let's do 3.
Okie doke.
Fuck. Alright, path number 3! I lead the way.
And I'm just stomping at the back, really angry that there was nothing over that bridge.
I'm also really angry.
Okay. So you chose the 3rd path?
Yep.
Okay.
Mauled by a bear.
Correct. Correct.
Path number 2 it is!
So,
Why am I doing
you head down path number 3. After walking down a long path that twists a few times, you emerge into a huge chamber, about the size of the opening chamber of the Temple of Ilum, in the center of which lies a large open pool of pristine blue water. At the top of this chamber is a small hole, filled with a strange configuration of ice, which seems to magnify the small amount of sunlight let in from the surface, enough at least to melt the pool.
Do any of you see anything?
All of you don't see anything of note in the pool or in the room, except for Charles, who sees a bright purple glow coming from the pool.
I sort of walk up to the pool and sort of look at it and say, ice doesn't usually melt purple, right?
Or glow.
If it's purple ice,
Or
maybe.
glow. Or like
Purple,
glow.
melty, glowy ice.
You must see a crystal, as I remember my yellow glow from before. Grab it and let's go. We don't have much time to waste.
Hold on. Let's look around for other stuff if we can.
I think we should just grab it and go.
Can I inspect the pools more closely? Is like the crystal obviously being like seen? Is it visible? Or is there even a crystal there?
There is no... I keep playing with your dice. So you look and you see the source of the light appears to be a small point at the very bottom of the pool. It's kind of far away, though. It's hard to make out if it's a crystal or not.
Okay. Is this like quite a deep pool?
Pretty deep.
Is it? Okay, I'm gonna go into my bag and grab my respirator. And,
You have a respirator?
yeah, picked up in the beginning.
Well, fuck me. This is... Put on your respirator and you just like own this shit. Fucking Boy Scout.
It's
Okay.
like Destiny point. It's like Destiny points without the Destiny point.
Yeah. So you put on the respirator. Do you just jump in the pool?
Yeah, and then just jump into the pool.
Okay, you jump in. It is freezing. It's so cold. Well, not literally freezing because it's melted, but it is so cold. Do you swim to the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. You swim, and since you have a respirator, there's no point to even track how long this is going to take, because you can just breathe forever. So you reach the bottom. There's a crystal sort of slightly embedded in a small rock at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. Do you pull it out or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and yank it out.
Okay, you yank it out. It comes with just a slight pull.
And the water starts to drain.
And no. And you come out?
You're stuck in the pit.
Do you leave?
Yep.
Okay. You leave the pool. You climb out. You can breathe. Now, however, it was so cold that I'm gonna have you roll a hard resilience check, and I'm gonna have you roll it with 2 setback because you didn't take off your clothes before jumping in.
Oh no. Someone's gotta be a popsicle.
Popsicle!
It's okay. We can hug it out.
What the fuck?
Do you know your resilience skill?
Yeah. And it was what difficulty
3
was it?
difficulty dice. A hard difficulty.
Nice.
Ooh.
You resist the effects of the cold. You say,
I do the
"Fuck
sort of-
you, cold."
The classic sort of dog shake, spraying water everywhere.
And
Getting
you
it
go-
all on screen.
Not only that, but you use this to you fire up your internal heating mechanisms. You regain, you reduce your strain by 1.
Alright, now let's go find other crystals.
Yeah, let's go. And I start sort of skipping off back down the tunnel.
Okay, so you leave the tunnel.
I'm happy.
Alright,
It's-
on the way back, we're discussing
There's
which tunnel we
40.
should go.
There's 48 minutes left. Sorry,
48 minutes left. Let's go.
48 minutes have passed I should say.
I say, all right.
There's all the time in the world left.
Now we can split. Ita, you go with Makava down path 5, and me and Cedric will go down path 2.
And we're just grabbing any crystals we see at this point,
Yeah,
right?
and then we're gonna
No.
rush back.
You can do what you want, Makava.
Well, I mean, what if I find your crystal?
And what if you find his?
You won't
That's fair.
see someone's crystal who's yours.
Well, that's why they're not invisible. If we see
They're
one,
so small. They're the size of a jelly bean. So seeing them is like finding it's like finding a small piece of broken glass in a huge room made out of ice.
I mean, Charles did it.
What?
Charles did it in the...
With triumph.
Yeah. So if he rolled a triumph on a perception check...
what about a vigilance check?
No.
Damn you.
Is that because you have to be actively looking for it?
Vigilance is something I activate. You can never, in fact, it's really impossible to say I want to roll a vigilance check. It's like, I want to see things without thinking about it.
Well, that's not vigilance, where you're
Okay,
on your
so
guard.
which-
That's not vigilance.
Which paths do we choose?
You're going down 5, me and Cedric are going down 2.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I think those are the right
yeah,
numbers.
why the hell not?
I mean, 2 and 5 are the ones that we need to go down. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Let's hope we chose right, guys.
No, before we go, I'll say, if you are in any doubt about getting out in time, just go. It's not worth killing yourself over this. Alright?
I mean, it's
Okay,
only
okay.
17 days.
And I
Yeah,
start
but
to
at
walk
least you
down
won't
path 2.
dehydrate or anything. Got
We
that
got
jar
water.
of water.
okay. So you begin to walk down path
I'm sure
2
there's something
with
that
who?
we need.
In Cedric.
You walk with Cedric down path 2?
I said, I split the groups up like that. Why did they listen to me?
Does Cedric want to go with Xiao?
I just look over at Ita and
I do finger
I-
guns back at him and turn around. And
I have a bit of a worried look on my face.
finger
Okay.
guns.
Do I see the worried look before I go?
I'm gonna go to Ita and sort of whisper in his ear, say, "Look, we've already got our crystals. Why don't we just stay here?"
That's cold.
If you want to do that, so you go ahead. I'm gonna help.
I shout out to you, don't worry, Form 6 will look after you. Come on, Cedric.
I can go. Okay then,
Okay.
in this together.
So we're gonna start with.
And I should run out over to Shao.
We'll start with the second path. After walking down a relatively short tunnel, you emerge into a small room. Most Padawans will only see a simple, empty room, while the Padawan meant for this something. Sorry, I'm reading way too much. What's that? What?
Are we most Padawans?
What's going on? I don't know. Who are you?
What am I?
You see nothing. It's an empty room.
Yeah?
Who's in this room? Who's in room 2?
Shao.
Shao and
Shao
Cedric.
and Cedric.
Son of a bitch! Yeah, you see nothing.
Damn it!
I'm under the impression, Cedric, that this is not meant for us.
Shit!
So let's turn back.
Let me check with my ecto binoculars.
I can check. I have
I
binoculars.
already have them.
I have binoculars as well. Wait a minute. What do I think I have macro binoculars.
Yeah, I have electro binoculars.
What the fuck?
Allows me to see normally in low level light and extreme break conditions.
Yeah, see if you can find a.
You must really like looking at all the nothing.
Yep.
I have worse. I don't have electro binoculars. Mine are just precision ground magnifying lenses. Oh, it does have light filtering.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
So you guys get out your goggles. What do you do with them?
Sort of,
Look
I
around
start
the room.
Okay.
Scanning.
You don't
scanning
find
the
anything.
room. Oh.
Okay, if we hurry back, I
Okay,
might be able to get back into
if
path
you
1.
want to do this, I'll have you roll a daunting perception check, and I'll give you boost die with the goggles.
I'd go for it, guys. Maybe flip a destiny.
What's your cunning, bro? Cedric?
My cunning is 2.
Okay, I'll roll the daunting perception check then. I have 2 as well, but I have 1 skill in it.
Maybe flip destiny die as well.
I also have 1 skill in perception, but
It doesn't matter who rolls them.
Just
Get
roll.
another boost.
If it's an assisted check that you get a boost die from him, you get a boost die from the goggles.
Yeah,
And then
I'll
a destiny die get a
assist.
boost.
No, we're not using the destiny die.
It's up to them whether they want to flip one.
Is it 5 purple?
No, daunting is 4.
Oh, okay.
Formidable is 5.
What's 7?
Oh.
Formidable plus 2.
Damn.
You don't find anything.
Okay, then I say to Shao, if I say to Cedric, if we hurry back quickly, we might have enough time to run down path 1. So let's, at the very least, let's get back to the crossroads. No, path 1.
Yeah, I'll sprint ahead because I like running.
I start to sprint as well.
So I start really trying to push myself, trying to get back round.
Okay. You walk down path 1.
Oh. Do we have enough time? I want to do a time check when we get back to the crossroads first.
Okay, you get back to the crossroads. 60 minutes have passed.
60?
Yeah.
Oh. Then we're locked in.
Yep.
Just kidding. If you want to, so you want to go really fast? You want to sprint?
Yes.
I'll have you guys make athletic checks to sort of go really quickly. So, how about it's gonna be a. You don't both have to make it. This can be just an assistant
I'll
check.
make it.
Thank fuck for that.
Charles carries putty.
So it'll be a hard athletics check.
Okay, so that's 3 up. So
And I'll flip a destiny die. Make it harder.
Wow.
So that's
Marshall, how many destiny die do you have?
He's got none left, right?
I have 1 left.
1 left.
Oh.
Well, we like to flip them back and forth when we play.
yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, okay.
Flipping them is fun.
As long as there's a flow to them, and you didn't start with 12 and we had none.
I started with 2.
We both started.
And we
with them.
started with 2.
Oh, okay.
So there's been a constant back and forth, which is how it's supposed to go, unlike the sessions we were in, Chris, where it was no one ever spent any ever.
No, because, dear God, we were terrified.
Okay.
Damn it.
Fail, but with advantage.
You fail with advantage. Okay, so I'll say that you make it with enough time to leave the temple, but not enough to make it to any other trials before the ice freezes over.
Okay, are they back? Should we switch over to them, or are they not back?
We can switch
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So we switch over to the others. What are you guys doing?
We're just walking
we
down path
are-
5.
Walking along.
Or, I think we should probably be running, too. Speed.
Yeah.
So you're in path 5. You stroll there at a very slow rate of speed.
I stopped to gather an ice sample because I'm curious, just...
Merkava, we have no time!
You emerge into a room
You
which
must
has
get your lightsaber!
You emerge into a room which has a naturally occurring staircase formed from icy rock, which raises about 10 feet into the air. At the top of the staircase is a figure wearing robes, sitting.
Hiya.
Merkava, do you feel anything? Do you see anything?
Both
Any
of you
glow?
see this.
I mean, do you see a special glow?
Marshall, would I have to make a check of some sort?
There's no glow. No check required. There's clearly no glow in this room. It's very
Alright.
dark.
Turning around, running so fast.
I am also running with Chris.
You ignore the person in the room?
Yep.
I-
Doodly doodly doo.
Okay. So you run away! Goodbye, person! And
I ask who they are.
oh, they do not respond.
Then I run away.
Okay.
Probably a corpse. There was no response, just a corpse.
We don't have if they're not gonna answer, we have no.
Okay. Make an average athletics check.
Chris, what's
Or
your
did I make it
athletics?
hard last time? I made it hard, so
Hard.
hard athletics check.
Alright.
Not only did you make it hard last time, you flipped the fucking destiny die.
You're right. Let's make it even. I'll flip another.
Yes!
2 difficulty and
Damn
1
it, no, I was
challenge.
gonna flip a destiny die.
You
You
can.
can?
I can?
Don't though.
You have 4. Look at all these.
But I thought,
I would.
only one could be flipped at a time, dark or
No,
light.
one light and dark can be flipped on 1 check, not 2 though.
Okay, so
I'd flip it.
What's your athletics?
Alright.
It's
1.
whoever is making the checks. It's up to them to flip it. No one else can decide for them.
Okay, I have 2 athletics, so...
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you're making the roll here. Yep. I have a brawn of 1. So...
Fuck.
What are you, a
Camp
droid?
Balance is my 4.
1 R, 2 P.
Is that a new droid we have? 1R4P?
1 4
2G, 1 R, 2 P.
7L 599.
Here goes nothing. Yes! Wait.
Ooh.
Is that
despair?
but
of
despair?
The game!
Damn
A
it!
portal opens, summoning a witch demon.
I leave
I mean-
Makava in the dust.
That's actually what's gonna happen. Ben runs really fast. Ben begins to sprint with all of his speed. Unfortunately, in doing so, he forgets that Merkava is really slow. And
Can I at least make a check to try to keep up?
no.
Oh.
You're left behind. He runs way past you.
Alright, I guess I'll continue along.
Marshall, I want you to know that despair would not have been possible if you didn't flip a destiny die.
I know.
Just you know.
I should have flipped the destiny die, goddammit.
Well, that wouldn't have cancelled it out unless you got triumph.
I mean, nope. I would assume flipping a destiny die would get rid of the challenge.
They actually
Make it-
don't
No.
cancel each other out. They stack.
You get
can
the
have-
proficiency.
The triumphant despair.
Yeah. So the triumph and the despair would both stack against each other. So he would still be left alone, but maybe like you find a Yoda on the way or something. I don't know.
Would you just say you find a Yoda? You find a Yoda?
Yeah, a Yoda. There's no name for his species.
Yeah,
so
it's
we just
Yoda
call them
species.
Yodas. Which is
I
really,
find a
really
Yoda.
annoying. It's really annoying if you have Yodas in the game because it's like I can call you a Zabrak. What the fuck do I call him? A Yoda. That's
A
the
Yoda.
only word.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe they just forgot his name and assumed his race was his name.
No. George Lucas made a point. He even shut down he even basically blocked fiction and lawsuited people if they ever named Yoda in a piece of Star Wars fiction.
Yeah,
If they ever named his race.
It's literally known in some sources as simply as Yoda species.
Yeah, Yoda
It's literally
species.
just Yoda.
Like whenever someone names the species, he's basically like, you need to burn that book. It's not allowed to be published.
StarWars.com still
twat,
lists
so.
It's very Spanish Inquisition. Anyway, so you guys, so Ben,
I leave
and-
him in the dust.
Ben
He's
and
just gone.
Ita and Shao and Cedric all arrive in the main chamber at the same time, and you all have enough time to escape if you go right now.
Guys,
Ita,
we gotta
where-
go. Let's go. Go,
Where,
go, go.
where's
go,
Form
go.
6?
Who's Merkava? He was right
Dude.
behind me. I swear. Where? What happened?
Alright, power
I gotta
sprinter.
go get him.
I sigh deeply. Cedric, if you're gonna leave, leave now.
I start sprinting off.
Fuck you, Cedric.
Ita, come on.
I sprint back down.
I mean, I can't be that
the
far
fifth room.
behind.
I don't care. I'm still trying to make it out if I can. I'm going to get Merkava and bringing him back as best as I can.
I start walking slowly, tired from my earlier sprint.
So you don't try to escape, Shao?
Absolutely not.
Good.
No. I'm
I feel like a real.
I
dick
think it's
now.
perfect if Cedric's the only one who escapes.
Yeah,
it
it's
I'm getting
actually
Merkava.
perfect.
So Cedric, you slide. I'm gonna first cover Cedric. So Cedric, you run towards the exit. Fuck your friends. You're gonna survive. And you see the wall of ice slowly moving down, and you slide under it at the last second, making it out. The two Jedi look at you and say, "Ah, I see that your friends are not so lucky."
They're not quite as quick runners.
Cedric.
As you grab, I'd like to say that Cedric's, by the way, emotional strength is bravery.
No, it took balls to run out on us like that. It's got to be fair.
Okay, so
Bravery can be good and bad.
he holds on.
Imagine what's gonna happen to him when we all get out. We're gonna be so pissed at him.
So as you begin to speak to the masters, you are taken from this place, Cedric.
What
Okay.
a great Jedi.
You're getting your emo vision, I think.
Cedric, you stand on the precipice of a high mesa, surrounded in all directions by a wasteland of desert. Crawling through the desert are hundreds of tiny figures, moving on their hands and knees. All of them converge slowly on the mesa, piling at the bottom. As they pile up, some crawl upwards atop the pile, reaching higher and higher. After some time, one of the people finally reaches the height, pulling themselves up. As they do so, you find yourself on an unstable footing, falling downwards to the desert floor. You are taken back to the Ilum. To Ilum. And all of this happened before the Jedi Masters even finished their word that they started when you went into the vision. So, why don't you wait here? Your friends will be out soon.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
In 17.
17 days.
You
Yeah.
look stressed. You look more stressed than you did a second ago. Are you okay?
Yeah, must have ate something bad on the freight journey before here. It might only just be kicking in.
Well, yes. It's now.
Such
you-
a massive amount of death sticks well in there.
So Danland walks out and he says, "Hey, so when are you finally emerged?"
Yeah. The ice wall seems to be a bit stuck though. Guys are still behind there.
Oh shit! He says. He runs up with his blaster and says, "We gotta break him out!" And Lee Swan Wee holds out her hand and says, "They made their choice."
I didn't.
You didn't. But you were here late, you bastards.
Whoa. So
Back to you guys.
okay, I run towards Chris. As I continue to run,
I'm
start
son.
getting disappointed as the realization sets in that we're going to be in here for quite a while.
Buddy, did you also follow after where Chris was? You started walking down that path?
Yeah, but I was a lot slower, and I'm just like a little
That's
bitter,
fine.
muttering to myself, it's happened again.
Fuck! You start swearing. As you begin to walk down that path, Putty, you feel something. You feel a pull on you.
Is it that time of the month?
Not
Fucking
that
A,
hard of
buddy.
not that hard of a pull.
Okay, good. That would have sucked.
Anyway,
Oh,
So,
it's going to happen during the 17th.
eventually you catch up to Etah, who is no doubt. I don't know. What are you doing, Etah? To
I'm
Chris?
I'm telling Merkava that we're stuck in here.
Merkava's like, that's fine. No, what do you say, Merkava?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
Luckily, I flipped all 4 Destiny die to have 17 days worth of food for all of us.
No, but I do flip a Destiny night to have some rations, if that's okay, in my backpack.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. Hopefully, we can make it last 17 days.
So, what do you guys do?
Oh, have I caught up?
I guess
Yeah,
we
you
should
caught
continue.
up, Shao.
Hey, Form 6, somebody's slow.
The
Hey,
pull
for-
increases.
I suggest we continue our search for the crystals.
Well, I can feel something.
Maybe this is your room.
No, I think I'd decorate it a little better if it was mine. Oh, my crystal room.
Yes, your crystal room, Shao.
Oh, okay. I have a look. Are we in the room or in the, like, corridor?
You're near the room.
I walk into the room and have a look around.
It's a mostly empty room with a staircase that winds up it's a natural occurring staircase made from stone and ice that steps up about 10 feet. And on top of the staircase, on a little stone pillar, sits a dark figure wearing robes.
I very carefully start to walk up the staircase, but I'm very scared of this staircase. I'm not scared of the figure. It's the fucking staircase that I'm like, fuck this.
So you walk up the staircase, nothing happens.
Stairs made of ice, dear God.
You
Right?
make it to the top of the staircase without your head blowing up?
Yeah, I think I can keep a lid on everything.
Okay, good. So you make it to the top of the staircase. What do you do now?
Can I see the dark figure a little better now?
So yeah, you can clearly tell that it's a... Let me see what it is. 1 second.
Okay.
It's a corpse.
It's not a corpse. What
Good job.
are you guys down?
5.
5.
Good job sending our only fighter back into the outside world, guys. I am not a fighter yet until I have a lightsaber.
You're the one who told him to go, Shao.
This is a fair point.
I pull out my blaster.
So you see...
Put it away, I say.
You
Okay,
see what appears to be...
I keep my hand on it though.
Fair.
It's a humanoid figure wearing dark brown robes, and you can see little sort of things sticking out, little green things.
Can I? Do I know anything about the robes, or can I make a roll to see if I know anything about the robes?
They're traditional Jedi robes.
Okay. And can I roll something to see if I know what the green things are?
Yeah, roll a xenology check. A easy xenology check, 1 difficulty die.
All right, cool.
Perhaps I say, are you Gendarin?
The person does not respond.
Okay.
You said 1 difficulty.
Yeah, 1 difficulty die.
I see.
You recognize them to be the head tails of a Twi'lek or Twi'lek.
Oh. I call out, hello?
The person looks up.
Oh.
Hello, Padawan. A fine day it is. I am Master Ulfias, and I am pleased to meet you.
Oh shit!
Sit with me, and we may meditate here in the Crystal Cave and reinforce our connection to the Force.
I hesitate, but then I nod and I sit next to her.
Cedric would love to meet this guy.
Girl.
So you decide to sit and meditate with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we able, like, can we go up the stairs?
You see them meditating. You can step up the stairs, but she wasn't responding to you.
Did I hear her say that she's Master Ulfias?
Yes.
Okay, well then I like kneel in respect.
You kneel!
Kneel before Zod!
Okay, so, after a few minutes of meditating silently in this cave, she says, I sense trouble. Wow, this music is troubling.
Ambiance just kind of works.
Okay, I gotta go with the ambiance. She takes out a lightsaber, kills you. No, she says, Jesus, I can't even focus. This is so scary. Okay, she says, I sense trouble within you, a sort of impatience or worry.
I have failed
Am
a
I
test related to the Force. This is not the first time this has happened.
Failed a test. Interesting. What is this test that you failed?
Today or in the past?
Let's start with the past, since that came first.
I used to live under the Night Sisters on Dathomir. When I was a young girl, I was brought up to be one, but I failed. Most die. I was unlucky enough to survive.
Oh shit.
How did you fail that test?
My connection with the dark side wasn't strong enough.
Do you regret this? Are you not a light side Force user?
No.
Are you not a Jedi?
In retrospect, I'm very happy that it happened. But then I believe everything happens for a reason. This is how I overcome my trouble.
Interesting. And the latter failure of yours, what was that?
I failed to protect 2 of my friends today. And I failed to retrieve a lightsaber crystal.
Interesting. How did you fail to protect your friends? Are they dead? Are they hurt?
We're locked in here for about 17 days, and I'm worried that I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Locked in here?
Trapped
What is locking
in
you?
the ice. A large wall of ice.
Perhaps it is not a lock, then, that blocks you. What were to stop you from leaving?
Strength. The inability to physically escape.
But you said you have friends.
This is true.
Aren't you more strong with your many friends? Are you not stronger together?
Yeah. We can do this.
We all punch the wall.
Yeah, that is what she meant.
I mean, I
To-
still think I could be able to shoot the wall and it would melt.
I ask,
she's-
have you been in here for 500 years?
500 years? No. I'm not exactly sure where I am. I recognize this place. Perhaps I should say I don't know when I am. Last time, I remember speaking to a Padawan, but then darkness, emptiness for some time.
What the hell?
Darkness.
Oh my god, the jukebox.
She says, now, this crystal, you said you failed in getting it.
Thus far. I'm not one to give up easy.
Why are you looking for a crystal?
It is a rite of passage for Jedi.
True. I do remember the time when many Jedi came to this place to get their crystals. So many Jedi. She reaches into her robes and pulls out a crystal. It shines brightly in your eyes with a bluish green hue, or what you might call cyan.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, and you're...
She says,
Cyan's not greenish. Is it?
Yeah,
yeah, cyan's like blue-green.
it's blue-green.
teal.
There's a lot of words for it. Teal, cyan, there's like...
Oh, okay.
Well, I think teal and cyan are different shades, like
yeah,
very
they're different
slightly.
shades, but there's a lot of words to describe blue-green. Like,
But they're very similar.
There's aquamarine. I think that's another... Anyway,
Turquoise.
Turquoise.
Turquoise is teal, isn't it?
No, I mean, I think they're technically slightly different. I mean, look, we're not all color experts. I don't think we should...
I'm colorblind.
I'm red green colorblind, so I'm really bad with greens. Anyway, but I like green. It's a fun color.
And I like
so-
blue. Cyan is our brainchild.
There you go.
That's. There you
It's
go.
blinding!
It's so bright!
It's a huge square. That's all you can see. So she says, I have this crystal, but
That is more beautiful than anything I have ever seen.
Wait, Potty, you're colorblind?
I partially colorblind, so I'm not like... I don't see gray or just gray or anything, but...
fun fact.
So, like, what color's that picture?
Let me look. Greeny?
That's gray.
Oh.
Did you say green?
Well, there you go.
Did you think the grays? Holy shit! You are really colorblind. I think it might be I think it might be like a mental thing. Like you're thinking, you're like overcompensating because you know you're colorblind. You're like
Maybe.
because I sometimes do that. I'll be like, I bet that's orange, and they'll be like, that's green, and I'm like, fuck.
What?
But I knew it was green. I just guessed that it might have been orange, and I was overcompensating. Anyway,
Wait, what the fuck?
It's just a colorblind thing. It affects the way you see things. And it affects the way
Literally.
it affects the way you think about colors, not just literally how you see them, but it affects the way you it's like it erodes your self-confidence in color identification. And I think Putty will agree with me here.
Eats you
If someone gave Putty or me a color identification test, we would immediately start to get nervous. Like,
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, lucky for you, I've got that test.
Right here.
Okay, so
so the woman says, "Do you want this crystal? I sense a desire in you."
I sense I need this crystal.
I have been here for a very long time. So many have come and gone, and many pure, innocent life forms have left this place. I believe that these crystals, have corrupted them. The crystals, they are strongly connected to the Force, and are excellent for meditation, but they are also powerful tools of destruction. Greed, a lust for power, and violence leads many Jedi down a path to destruction, and these crystals often form the catalyst. I decided long ago that no one should ever use these things. Why should I give it to you?
The Force is the most powerful thing in the universe. Everything it does for a reason. To restrict that, to make a decision like that, to make a decision in lieu of the Force, I think is limited, restricted. I sense much wiseness in you, much more than me. But I fear that your time here has shifted your view of the Force. Perhaps trust it more than you currently do. I was trying to charm there by saying she
You
has...
don't need to charm.
Okay.
If you convince me, you don't need to roll charm. Like,
Okay.
She extends her hand, opens her palm, and places the crystal in yours, shaking your hand, grasping it, squeezing it.
This
Then
means
she
a lot
takes
to
her
me,
hand
Master.
away.
Wait, she takes your hand away?
No, she takes her hand away. She takes your hand. I need pain. She cuts off your hand. That's why you didn't need to roll. Anyway, she says, she says, shit, man, oh man.
The music is gone.
I wrote down double what I just said to you about the Force. Fuck. Okay. Well, anyway. It's like, you know when it's on a page break and you don't realize it?
I feel you.
So, anyway, she says, I will, she says, you have your crystal. You may leave this place now.
I know I shouldn't be, but I'm a little worried about you here.
Why?
I'm not used to someone so in touch with isolation. It's alien to me.
I am not isolated at all. I am surrounded by the Force.
Of course. My apologies. Thank you so much. I'll be on my way.
As you step down from the staircase and turn back over your shoulder, the figure has disappeared.
Done. Done.
Da-da!
Done.
Okay.
Do I see the figure disappear since I'm just standing there?
Were you just staring at her the whole time?
I was like,
you see,
but I had a lightsaber to give her.
You see the sort of her robes sort of disappear into a cloud of smoke, which dissipates very quickly.
That totally
kind of
wasn't a
dark-sided
Force
thing to do.
ghost. Totally wasn't a Force ghost.
It wasn't blue. You're fine.
Did you think it was just a person living down here for 500 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like scavenging for food and
No, I thought she had literally become such kind of like fucking Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. She'd become a part of the Force, like he became a part of the live stream, and she still manifested herself physically, but she was not really in this world anymore.
she'd be really powerful.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she would. Be like, Yoda who?
I eat Yodas for breakfast, bitch! And she just force chokes the Emperor in the future.
Well, she's a part of the Force. She's like omnipresent. She's God.
Anyway, so that's a cool character, though. I might insert that into this campaign. Probably not this one, though, because you'll see it coming, so I'll have to use it with other people.
Well, if you want inspiration, Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII.
So you, do you leave this room?
Okay, well, first of all, I head to him, I say, Form 6, there is an empty room down Path 2. It might be yours, so might as well do something with our time.
Before you can hear his response, you leave this place, Putty. Or shall.
Okay.
I just hear, hell yeah. You sit in the cantina, Shao, sipping your drink cautiously.
Oh, this is starting better than the others.
You've been in enough places like this to know the clientele. Suddenly, you feel a body bump into you from behind as a glass of liquid crashes to the floor. The man says that it's your fault, that you must pay him for the drink. After futile words are exchanged, you find yourself growing enraged as you black out. After you awake, you're surrounded by a few mangled bodies, the man who scorned you among them, leaving the cantina abandoned.
Whoops.
You come back to Ilum.
That was a reminder. We must always be on top of our anger and our rage.
You just say that out of nowhere and everyone's
Yes.
like... What's funny is the last thing you said was you said to Chris to find the crystal, and then the next thing you said was, we must be on top of our anger and our rage. And Merkava is like...
Otherwise it will consume us. I snap out of it. Anyway, Form 6, Path 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check Path 2. Because that...
I don't know why. Okay.
You're right, man. Like,
Oh. Anybody want some bread? I've got some bread. Stop pulling like a loaf out of my backpack.
That must mean Merkava is in the second. We should go there.
Okay. Is that where you head?
yeah.
That's where I head.
Okay. Well, so
Well,
Merkava,
since we
you
don't
head
have
there
to
too?
run around anymore.
Hey, you're just taking a jaunt.
Just we casually have some nice conversation.
Don't
Become best.
sprint ahead this time.
After walking
I
down,
thought you were right behind me.
After walking down a relatively short tunnel, you
You
emerge...
should have said something.
Shush! After walking down a short tunnel, you emerge to see a round room. Ita and Shao see nothing of note in this room. But Merkava sees a bright, shining green light from the edge of the room. You can see a crystal embedded there in the wall.
Like how far embedded? Like,
Just sticking out.
oh, like I could pluck it out?
Yeah.
I will do so.
Okay. You stroll on up. You pluck it out. But before you get there to pluck it out, you realize that the crystal was not a crystal at all, as a giant beast bursts from the wall. It appears that this beast, this many-legged, tentacled, dark, furry creature, is using.
This is all the adjectives.
Imagine like an octopus fused with a giant spider. Anyway,
I pulled out my gun.
you don't see anything.
Oh, cool.
Oh shit!
Anyway, this octopus spider is using the green crystal as its eye to see with. Do you do anything? I'll take that as a no.
Everything all right, Form
Yeah.
6?
Can I try to pull it out?
Pull what out?
The green thing, the thing I'm here for.
Oh, you reach for the eye. Okay, you reach for the eye and begin to pull on it, but nothing happens. And next thing you know,
Wow,
the
I'm
creature-
shocked.
that's what you did. And then the creature begins to wrap its many legs and tentacles around you. It begins to lift you up into the air and begins to choke the life from you. Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a hard discipline check.
You shouldn't have went for the eye.
No, I think it was fine.
And I'm gonna spend, because I know how ridiculous your discipline is, I'm gonna spend a destiny point upgrading it to 2 difficulty, 1 challenge.
What is your starting career, by the way, Merc?
It is.
What's your specialization? I know what your career is. Yeah,
Consular Sage.
Okay.
Sage.
Correct? Isn't that correct, Chris?
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right. So, what are the die I'm up against?
2 difficulty, 1 challenge. So 2 purple, 1 red. 2 P, 1
Huh.
R.
I wonder why he picked Sage, as there are 2 force ratings in the tree.
Oh.
It's an exclamation mark before the roll.
Yeah, it's exclamation mark roll, and you don't need a colon.
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's right. Freaking, I'm used to TeamSpeak's commands. My bad.
This isn't even Discord's commands. It's just a bot for Discord's commands.
Wow. That is one hell of a success, but also very stressful.
Very stressful.
Stressful. I mean, it might hurt a little bit.
You break free from the creature's hold on you, but in doing so, you slightly are corrupted by the dark creature, and you gain 2 conflict.
Oh shit!
That's just 2.
Did he get the crystal when he broke free, or no?
When you break free, you fall to the ground, and as you get up looking, you realize that the monster was never there.
Okay, wait. Where do I take note of my conflict?
Do we just see him flip backwards?
Yeah, you guys just watched him fall on his ass.
Like what? Are you okay?
Like
happened?
lifted up in the
Conflict,
air
you
and then
store-
fall in the ass.
You store conflict at the bottom of the character info section under morality.
What happened to Merkava? Have you found your crystal?
Do you see it, Merkava?
Yeah, unless I'm gonna touch it and the monster's gonna come back.
So you look. The crystal is no longer in the wall.
Ooh, spooky.
It's in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else just saw you walk over and grab the crystal, and then walked back over here.
Oh, so he didn't flip backwards.
Oh, I
No,
thought
he
you like.
did flip backwards. Once
Okay.
Because he just.
He's
Anyway.
so happy. He did a backflip.
Okay, I've turned to everyone. I have an idea. Let's go to the exit.
Okay. I'm willing to try any idea.
Yeah.
Any possibility to get out of here before 17 days.
As Merkava's about to say, "Great idea, guys," she leaves this place.
Wait, Merkava's a girl?
Oh, sorry, it's a dude. Is it a dude?
Yes.
Okay, I remember the picture I gave you. I said to you, I was like, this picture is gender neutral. I think it could be used for a girl or a guy. It's like, it doesn't matter because Keldor don't even have breasts. And you were
No
like,
breasts.
I don't think so. And you were like, oh, okay. I think you made it. Yeah, you made it a guy, but I totally forgot. Anyway, I guess until now I've been thinking he was a girl. So, Merkava, you walk up and down a line of Neo-Crusaders kneeling before you. One of them, the commander, looks at you insidiously as a Republic soldier barrages him with questions like, "What is your name? What is your mission status? Where are the 34th Battalion prisoners being kept?" The commander finally
That's not very
responds.
specific.
The commander finally responds, keeping his gaze focused on you. "Sometimes I am shocked how low some can fall. They begged for death after a few days. Cowards, all of them. You should thank me, though, The last words seem to fall short of the air as his grip reaches around his neck, gasping for air. You watch him as you choke the very life out of this scum, feeling not the slightest remorse in his death.
Fucking Mandalorian assholes.
You come back to Earth. Or Ilum.
not even Coruscant.
God
I
damn it.
feel far in the future, far, far away.
In a galaxy?
You don't necessarily know that was the future.
By the way, Shao,
going
what
to
did-
Earth,
Shao, what did you
long,
see?
long ago.
Oh, okay.
I saw anger. I saw hatred. Come on, let's go.
You didn't even tell. You don't even know what he saw.
What did you see, Makava?
Mandalorians.
I nod.
Lots of Mandalorians.
Okay.
Spooky.
What happened?
What? No, I choked a bitch.
I find that word offensive. Now let's go.
Always in a rush, Shao.
So you guys
We
leave,
have all the time in the world.
you guys leave this chamber, heading back out into the main chamber. Do you head back to the exit?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I'm willing to try any ideas.
So you head all the way back to the exit. The ice wall is completely solid.
Okay. Form 6. You put your hand on Ita's shoulder and hold your crystal in your other hand. And I do the same. I want you guys to close your eyes, focus on your crystal, focus on everything you learned getting it, and tap into the Force. Listen, really listen. Merkava, focus on giving everything you have to Ita. And then Ita, move that wall.
You sure he can handle that?
I think he can try.
Wait, is Shao
All right.
partaking in this?
Pardon?
Are you gonna give everything you have to Merkava?
No, I'm going to give everything to Ita, and Merkava's going to give everything to Ita.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like a train.
Can I just dump, like, all of my strain into giving him, like, you know...
No.
I move that wall.
Does our, like,
Ita?
intense Force tapping give Ita anything?
Ida. Well, what does Ida try to do?
I try to move the wall
Okay.
in any way so that we can...
So you begin to feel the mechanisms of the wall before you, and it feels similar. You recognize the feeling. It feels just like the wall that you came to when you came into this place, and you begin to open it in just the same way, moving it like you would any door, up and away. When you open your eyes, the ice wall is completely gone.
I slap Ita on the back and say, "You're the best."
Ita!
Yeah,
Now let's get the fuck out of here before it closes.
Yeah, we run. Merkava, you go first.
I stand behind Merkava and start pushing him.
Yep, pretty much. Shout! I pick him up and I tell Shout, pick up his legs. We'll carry him.
Okay, I don't do
It's
that.
only 4 feet away.
I just, like, shuffle
We
push
will
him.
take no risk.
I can move, guys. Just because Ben fucking decided to be an Olympic sprinter for about 30 seconds.
So you guys walk into the main chamber, greeted by your friend Cedric, Danland, Lee Swan Wee, and Master Zestula.
Hello.
I smile at Cedric.
Is there any rude gestures I could throw Cedric's way?
I get out my gun.
I hold my hand out to I hold my hand out to Cedric and say, "I'm glad you made it out okay."
Thanks, Shao.
I shoot Cedric. I'm kidding, no. I just give him an evil stare. I'm very mad.
Oh, hey, Ita.
He has abandoned his brethren. He is no Jedi.
I was just gonna drop penises on him.
I literally say that he is no Jedi.
I turn to Ita and say, "Only Siths think in absolutes."
Which is itself.
Brought to you by Jedi.
Brought to you by apparently a Sith.
hey, I'm unaware of this contradiction as I say that to Ita.
You know, only Siths are allowed to believe in facts, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, God, that's that quote.
Well, to be fair, it's clearly implicated that he doesn't mean facts when he says absolutes. He means like ultimatums.
You're either with me or against me.
Yeah.
Which ultimatums are different than facts. It's not like if the sun is 3.5 million miles away, then I will kill you.
No, 'cause, I mean, that's still an absolute. I mean,
Yeah, but obviously he means ultimatums.
I know, it's just the wording there is
Emotional
so
absolutes, I
frustrating.
suppose.
Yeah, emotional. That'd be a better way to put it too.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I don't even fucking like facts, bro. My name's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think I can.
Okay, so,
Obi can.
That's fucking memes, Marshall. That's amazing.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I don't even know what's going on.
We got out.
Danlin walks over and says, "Well, time to fire up the old horse."
What's a horse?
I look at Cedric and I to present
What's a horse?
the Master Zabrak as I present the lightsaber.
Okay. You hand him the lightsaber and he says, "Where did
I
you
found
find
this. It was behind an ice wall. There was a note accompanying it. Cedric has it.
Apparently people were stealing crystals,
Crystals, yes.
500 years ago.
Let me see this note."
I pull it out and sort of pass it over.
He reads the note in its entirety and then says, "Dear, well, that is saddening to hear. I know that I heard that Master Ulfias in her later life felt that she was betrayed by many of her students. It seems that this confirms some of her long-held fears."
I felt it was right to let you know.
I like to think her spirit rests peacefully.
Nah, there's no such thing as spirits. Then he lights a cigarette.
Does a backflip.
She's just like, I am the one who stole.
So I ask, were we allowed to like break open that door?
He says, "Of course.
Cool.
Did you expect me to let you die in there?"
No, I just, I don't know. It felt a little like cheating is all.
There were corpses, so I mean...
There were corpses and a spirit.
A single corpse.
There was one single corpse.
That's
Well, I
just
mean,
that's
there's
true.
There
Ghost
may
and
have
corpse.
there may have been two corpses if Charles failed a little harder on his bridge.
Tiny little thing.
Oh, imagine if he had died to like a really tiny wide bridge just because he flung himself off it in the illusion. That would be great.
If he
And there
failed,
was nothing on the other side as well.
if he
There
failed
probably
on
was
that-
something for
If
someone.
he failed on that last check where he was holding on, he would have fallen all the way down and taken like 30 damage.
Cool. Marshall, was that actually like the bridge above the sixth
Oh.
chamber?
That's a good point.
It's up to you.
I mean,
Unless
I've
you
been.
think there's two bridges.
I mean, I've just been assuming that. So I'm like, I could have just destroyed
Yeah.
this bridge earlier.
Well, no,
Then you
because
would've
somebody's
stopped.
crystal is on the other side. Not any of ours, but somebody's probably.
Yes, and look into the pain it causes them to go through.
I don't know what
Okay,
we're talking
so-
about. That's great. My force connection is stronger than it's ever been.
All right.
So Master Zestula says, "I shall purify this of its dark energies and put it in the crystal vault. Thank you."
You're welcome, Master.
Don't mention it.
Then you hear shouting from the other end of the room. Danlin says, "We got company, guys."
Pirates?
Yay, smashy stuff.
What kind of company? Are they friendly?
Those exchange thugs from before. There's a lot more of them, and they're on foot running towards the temple right now.
Oh shit. I mean,
I'll be a lot stronger against them if I have a lightsaber. Hint, hint.
I mean, there's Jedi in this temple. I feel pretty safe. That we have Jedi.
You have a Jedi.
But what about Zabrak?
That's what I'm talking about. He's the Jedi in this temple.
What about Li Swan Wei?
Like, okay, she's not a part of the temple, but she is in the temple.
Yeah.
Basically the choice here that you're going to make before the end of the session, because there's not enough time here to run combat. Do you guys theoretically have enough time to make it to the ship and escape without having to fight this combat, or you can defend the temple?
How many people are based here, Lee Swanway?
I defend the temple.
Do you ask Lee Swanwee this?
Yes.
She says, well, Master Zestial would know more than I do.
Is he still in the room?
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay, ignore that I asked her. I just asked him.
Okay. Master Zestiula says, it's me and 5 other attendants.
Are they Jedi?
Can you get those attendants on a ship within the next 5 minutes?
Oh, I would never leave this temple. Someone must defend the crystal vault. If it fell to those scum, we would lose hundreds of crystals.
I'm
Are you confident in defending that? Against them?
I believe it is possible. My attendants are armed with blasters.
I turn to Ita and say, you know I'm usually on your side here, but...
Go if you must. I am staying.
Well, then you're just gonna stay here forever, because there's only one ship.
I'm sure.
No, there isn't. There's our ship, and then there's Merc's ship.
There's... Oh, fuck, you're right! Fuck you!
we must
Honestly, breaking the game from day 1 to day 2.
I love breaking the game.
Retcon, I fell from space.
But anyway, I say to Ida, we're not just...
You're an ODST trooper from Halo.
I have a Master Jedi shout. We can do this.
I say to Ida, well, we're not leaving you here, so we're either staying or we're going.
I'm not leaving until this temple is safe.
Yeah, Charles?
Out of character, is this combat going to happen today or next session? Oh, then I'm running off then. Because I'm not here. I'm not going to be here. So that sort of makes
Oh yeah, fuck! We need to write Cedric off somehow.
And that would be
He slips, fall,
a way to write me off for 3
Charles
weeks.
runs like a coward.
But you're brave.
I'm brave.
He's bravely going.
I am
going.
He's bravely retreating.
I say to can I say something to Ida real quick? I look at him in the eyes and I say, we are on the verge of being able to protect a lot of people. And I know that you're going to look back at this and think that we should have started now. But these people are trained. These people are meant to do this. And if we leave now, we can protect a whole lot of people in our lives. But right now, I don't think we're strong enough to help. I think we'll just get in the way.
Are you going to influence me?
No, I'm going to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
If you want, I can roll a check. It's not influence. It's... Marshall, you were saying something about logic last time. We didn't come to what skill that would be.
It is not what I said about logic is not a skill. Logic is an ideally, if you're using logic correctly, and the people you're using logic against are also using logic correctly, logic should be like math. It either works or it doesn't. There's no push or pull. It's like your logic either is solid and you convince the person, or it's not and you don't. So
okay, in that case, me saying that he can become very strong and protect a lot of people if he just leaves this one go, that's a compliment, right? So I could put that under charm?
Yeah,
sure.
You can put that under charm.
Alright, and then I would roll a discipline,
No.
He would roll
Charm,
a discipline.
you roll cool against charm.
Oh,
Well, it's an opposed check, right? So it's not rolled.
It is an opposed check.
So, buddy, that would be 1 challenge and 1 purple.
Finger guns. Cool.
That's all. That's the description of the skill.
1 challenge, 1
It's
purple.
your ability to wield finger guns.
I really actually hope you succeed here, buddy.
Well, you could just accept it then. You could just be like, logic.
Well, if you want, I could roll coercion on you and just, make you.
Charm is my best skill, so let's just wait and see what happens.
And then, yeah, Merkava, you can...
I forgot. I had to change your name, Chris, from Chris to not Chris. So
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you succeed with advantage. Alright, so
Can I also use the advantage to inspire him to leave? Like, yeah, we're gonna save so many people!
Yeah, sure. So
we will save all the lives We will return one day and make sure this place will never be defeated.
Ben, through the use of logos and pathos, you have been convinced thoroughly that the place that's staying here would be foolhardy. You can do little against the 30 or 500 men running toward. No, I'm just kidding. You can do little.
30 to 500. Holy.
Look, Danlin's bad at counting. He said it's either 30 or 500, anywhere between those two numbers. Look,
They have assists on them.
Danlin is cripplingly dyslexic.
Hey, that's not dyslexic. There's a numbers one.
And add zeros.
I think it's called dyspraxic.
Oh, is there a special thing for
numbers? Yeah,
with assuming numbers. Anyway, so you have been convinced that leaving would be better in the long run.
Yes. Okay. So I say we board the ship.
And Cedric doesn't need any convincing.
No, can Cedric have just
No.
Cedric's gonna go on fucking Merc's ship while we're talking.
No, I'm gonna have Cedric go with you guys. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, no.
No, we're writing me off, Marshall.
Yeah, I was gonna have
Because
No.
Cedric
But
there.
we can write you off without having you leave the party forever.
But
you
he'll
are
come back.
coming. I know. So
Yeah.
we're just going to have you be a passive character in the background. I think it's harder. It's harder to have you leave and then rejoin the party years from now.
3
It
weeks.
doesn't make any sense. Why would Cedric get in a ship and then just go to the same place in different ships?
Because he doesn't know that Ben's going to be convinced. Maybe he's like, oh, here goes Ita again, and he just runs off.
Okay.
Or Cedric is brave and he wants to stay and fight.
Anyway, I say to the
I
Zab
was writing the way I was going was Ita wasn't gonna stay, so I was writing myself off in that way. If you get what I mean.
If they are not staying, what I'm saying is it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I will make it work, but I think it makes more sense for you to stay with the party, especially because of where you guys are going next session. It's the type of thing where we can easily, because of where the party's going next session, I can easily put you in the background, and not have you be an active participant. So
he could just be like an NPC.
Well, I'm just like, you're not even going to interact with him unless it's an emergency.
He's going to get knocked out. Okay.
No, he's not. Oh my god. So anyway, you guys have decided to leave. That's correct. No one's against that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say to the Zabrak, your dedication to your duty is very, very impressive. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already outside trying to get the engines warmed up.
I tell him if he needs any help, just to contact me, and I will return immediately.
Well, that's going to be useless.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Let it go, man. I turn him around and I start pushing you out the door.
Danlin says, well, you're not going to hear any arguments from me. Let's get the hell out of here. And Lee Swan Wee says, very well. And she goes.
What does she do?
She goes. She goes with you guys.
Oh, I thought you just not to say something.
No.
All right, so I get back in the co-pilot seat.
Yeah, as you're walking up, because I left before. I'm already in one of the gunner's seats, like wiggling the arm, like last session.
Oh God.
I'm twitching a bit, and I say, I enjoyed a day without droids.
Damn! Okay.
But I hope you guys can fly a ship, because I literally have straight 2s and a 1, except for
Damlin, we have NPCs.
And then I'm a
There's
co-pilot.
one NPC who can fly, and then Ben can fly decently.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 3 Gs in planetary and space piloting.
You got 3 Gs, but what's most important is that you are the OG.
I am indeed the OG.
Wouldn't that be 0 Gs, though?
Yeah, it kind of sucks. He's got a critical injury, and he started with a 1.
Wait, what? What?
You can go down to 0 stats.
I am at 0 stats.
No, 0 characteristics.
Shit.
Because droids start with 1, and if you get a critical injury, they reduces it by 1. Well, some of them do.
That's hilarious. I can't wait to be a cripple.
I can't wait to play a droid, man. I want to do it one day.
As you guys, as the sublight engines come to life, you are carried aloft above the endless crevasses of the surface below. Eventually, the hidden temple disappears out of your view as you see 20 or so men storm inside.
I do like a Makashi salute with my hand.
I wiggle the gun goodbye.
Actually,
I tell Cedric to shoot at the people as we leave.
I tell him not to, because he doesn't know what he's gonna fucking hit.
Yeah, sure, why not? Jamming all the buttons again.
Crushes the entrance to the temple. Everyone dies inside of starvation. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I do actually try and shoot the people.
And Eta's like, don't worry, they can use the Force. And you guys are like, it's not ice, it's 700 tons of brick. Anyway.
I think you'd play a good droid now that I think about it.
So
I feel like I should be insulted.
As you reach the atmosphere, yeah, that was kind of dark. As you reach the atmosphere,
No, you brought up that you wanted to play it.
you receive a communique from the third chapter. Do you
Oh.
open channels?
Immediately, if I have any control over it.
This is co-pilot, I guess, Captain Darcy of the third chapter, he says. Because if you remember, the captain died.
Yes.
He says...
I closed his eyes.
He says, we have received a long-range communication from Coruscant. It turns out that the route back to Coruscant is plagued right now by many more of the Exchange's forces. Right now, the nearest Republic fleet is busy fighting the Mandalorians. It'll be months out before we can actually clear this pathway. They have decided, then, that it is best for you to not return to Coruscant for the rest of your training as Jedi. They have decided for you to go to the nearby temple at Dantooine.
Oh, are we going? Wait, what? Going to Dantooine?
Yeah. I say to him, this information is vital. We appreciate you getting it to us.
He says, we would load you up in the third chapter, but right now the engines are under such repair that we're afraid it would blow up if we sent it into hyperspace.
You guys
right
just
now.
focus on getting yourself stable. You've done enough for us.
Very well. The freighter you're on has a Class 1 hyperdrive. It should serve you well.
Okay, so are we flying it?
Woo!
Woo!
Born to be wild.
I set course for Dantooine.
Okay. You set your course for Dantooine? We'll do the astrogation check at the beginning of next session.
Wait, astrogation? What the fuck's astrogation?
It's how you set
Let
course.
least one we make it, dude.
So it's now, it's the end of this
No,
session.
I'm still good with astrogation.
Okay, but we'll do it next session. Okay, so it's the end of this session. I hope you guys all had fun. We're gonna give out our XP rewards.
All right.
Well, actually, I'm
Chris, you
gonna
get
end the
negative.
recording off here. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cedric, you say goodbye since you're going for a couple weeks.
Yeah, bye guys, because I'm going for like 3 weeks.
Have fun in Korea.